This is Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Welcome to Monday's show.
Hello, Jim. Welcome to the show.
Oh, Sam, looking very natural today.
Thank you, Jim. Here we are on the radio show.
We have, you would never know that by Sam's natural opening, but we...
What do you mean, Jim? Explain for the audience at home.
We have a documentary crew in the studio.
What do you think, Travis?
I think it sounds natural.
Okay, it does sound good, right?
Good.
I asked Sam, I said, just keep it like we normally do.
Right,
Perfect so far.
Right.
And I'm not feeling that great, so the only reason I'm here today, I was going to call out for the first time in years, but I'm like, I can't have the documentary crew here, because then they'll just film Sam and forget they were here to shoot.
Well, I probably wouldn't try to take advantage of that at all. Oh, man, I'd go over, every, interesting little tidbit about myself, just
Be a very fast shoot. So, yeah, they're doing this, and I see you guys may be shooting me leaving here at one point, running down the hall to the restroom, and then running back.
You think you're going to throw up?
Not throw up, no, but I woke up this morning. I woke up at 5:30. My heart's beating fast. I'm like, am I having a heart attack?
Maybe.
It was possible, but I decided to do nothing about it. Just sit in bed.
Am I having a heart attack? We'll see. If I fall down and shit myself, it was a heart attack.
Yeah.
But you didn't do that.
No, I didn't.
So congrats.
It would have been okay if I did. It would have been a great story. Yeah. So I don't know. My heart's beating really fast when I woke up. So.
But it's not anymore?
No, I feel okay now.
I wish it wasn't at all.
Yeah, that could have happened.
Yeah.
Then you'd be here with the crew, it'd be all awkward.
So do you think you're having a heart attack, or do you think it might just be allergies?
No, it's not allergies.
Oh.
No. Allergies don't work that. Allergies don't make you want to shit.
That would be really overreacting. So you have to shit?
Yeah, I feel just awful. Lousy.
Oh.
But it happens. I don't call out sick very often.
No.
I'm not one of those people who calls out and always has health issues. I'm actually pretty healthy.
Right.
Except for spiritually and emotionally. I'm dead.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you're not pretty healthy. You just go to work.
I don't get sick.
Right.
I never get sick. I don't call out of work.
Which technically, based on your lifestyle, getting physical ailments is something that you should be doing. The fact that you're not is a modern miracle.
Yeah, the fact that I'm not laid up in a hospital right now, or a friend with a fucking robe is bringing me broth, is a miracle.
That's exactly what the miracle is.
I spent time last night, by the way, Troy. I watched some of that documentary.
So did I.
Did you? The Unacknowledged. Who's the guy with something green?
Dr. Stephen Greer.
I only watched about 40 minutes of it. I'll finish it today.
You related to David Allen?
No, although they do look alike.
Yes.
And it was really interesting because, I'm like, usually these UFO things, all they do is they interview a bunch of crackpots. Mm-hmm. But this guy had the right people on. He interviewed airline pilots,
military personnel, a couple of astronauts. One thing he did I didn't like, though. One thing, and they all do this a little bit, is they show moments of clips that you're supposed to go whoa, what does that mean? Like Buzz Aldrin out of context talking about something. And it's like, I don't believe Buzz Aldrin was saying that we've been visited by aliens. They had a clip. So what's the movie called?
Unacknowledged.
Unacknowledged, right.
An expose of the world's greatest secret.
You had to get in the subtitle.
Yeah,
Troy's so excited about it. I found a version for free on YouTube. I found a bootleg version.
I bought it because the option to rent it, I guess when it's brand new, there was no option to rent it. So I had to buy it. I spent $20 on it, but so far it's worth it.
I was about to buy it on iTunes because I don't rent on iTunes, but I was about to buy it on iTunes. But when I saw $19.99, I was like, get the fuck out of here. So I found a free bootleg upload on YouTube.
That's probably what I should have done. I looked on Vimeo and it was taken down. And I'm like, I'll just buy it and watch it on my television.
Yeah. So I was watching. I watched it on my television, but just through the YouTube app. But when Buzz Aldrin, they showed him on the news. It's a documentary about the existence of aliens, and I didn't watch till the
cover up.
Yeah, and the cover up, and I think it gets into why the cover up and how they're benefiting, which I'll probably watch today. But they do show, the interviews that they have are really good. Like the people that they actually have sitting down as part of this guy's disclosure project. I think that's what it's called.
Most of them are very good. A couple of them I'm like, you didn't need that guy. I didn't need to see Hillary on Jimmy Kimmel doing a stupid joke about fucking Bill Clinton seeing alien.
The interviews that they got for the movie are good. The clips that they called are where you start
a little unnecessary. Yeah, most of the interviews are really good. What I saw though,
like Buzz Aldrin, they go well, there's some kind of structure on one of the moons of Mars, and it leads in a way that makes you think that must be because a little Martian came and built a house on their moon.
but it's exactly what you said. It's Buzz Aldrin going like, we should go to one of the moons of Mars, and people will see a structure there, and they'll wonder, how did that get there? Boom, next thing.
Yeah, because he's doing that. He did that book about the trip to Mars. Remember when Buzz snapped at me?
Oh yeah,
fucking cranky asshole. Really I asked him to sign the cover of the book so I could display. He goes, "No, you sign the inside." Oh, sorry, Buzz. All right, it's one of your shitty book. But I think he's obsessed with Mars, so that's probably what he was talking about with some future trip. And you're right, they did edit and make it look like he's like, there's a structure on Mars. And it was like, they don't need to do that because I think this documentary is really good.
That's why he was such a good astronaut, because he's got severe OCD. Like everything, because when you're an astronaut, everything has to be a certain way. You put your suit on at this time, and the helmet goes on at this time, and the snaps, and the buttons, and everything has to be done in order. So now he comes back to Earth, and 50 years later, or however long it's been, you're like, can you sign the front? And he goes, no. You open the book, go to the second page, sign that page.
And I also think he had just general disdain for me and my lack of manliness.
You think so?
Yeah, he's a military guy. He's been to the moon. Here I am, just some fucking out-of-shape fruit. Could you sign this? It's like, fuck you. I don't blame him. So, what did you think? I mean, obviously you love this guy.
Yeah, I think he is the aliens guy.
Troy loves him. He admitted it.
He's the guy that makes sense. I mean, he's the guy that breaks it down, and he's done a lot of research, and does his homework. And I love how he was explaining that these scientists say that there's no evidence at all of aliens,
right? And
there is an overwhelming amount of evidence.
An embarrassment of riches, it was called.
That was the first. They probably should have changed the beginning to embarrassment of riches. I didn't know if they'd have an embarrassment of riches.
It's an embarrassment of riches.
Yeah, and all that stuff of Bill Clinton. They show Obama on Kimmel, and it all makes sense as you go along.
Right.
You understand why they did that. And the Buzz Aldrin thing. I mean, it's just him talking about something supernatural on national television. I mean, that's why that clip was there.
Well, they didn't say supernatural. They just said there's a structure on Mars.
Yeah,
wherever that came from.
They made it look like a knowledgeable guy like Buzz Aldrin was saying that there was a structure already there.
Giving credence to.
A little bit of selective editing. But that aside, which, again, all documentaries do that, I thought it was still well done from what I saw. And the interview, Neil deGrasse Tyson, for anyone that heard it, was in last week, and him and Troy always go back and forth because, Neil Tyson doesn't believe.
I don't know, back and forth. Troy presents an idea, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson squashes him into the ground.
In an ugly fashion, and says, get an alien and drag him into the town square.
They go back and forth like a hat goes back and forth with a steamroller.
But I don't agree with Neil about that it doesn't matter the source. When you have airline pilots saying that they've seen certain things, I do give a certain amount of credibility to that. Astronauts, because they understand aerodynamics and the way jet propulsion works and the way things are supposed to move and what we have. And I tried saying this but that didn't sway. Now he didn't give a fuck.
I don't know if you guys got into it in the documentary, but they talk about how, scientists are ridiculed. If you come out and say anything that is regarded to this, you are blacklisted and completely ridiculed.
Yeah, you really are seen as a fool if you come out and say you're looking for spacemen.
Yeah. Plus, Troy liked it because, there were some shots in there at scientists. They were like, look, there's more evidence of aliens than there are of black holes. And Neil deGrasse Tyson was in here talking about black holes. Hey, show me a black hole. Bring a black hole into the town square. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't say that. But they have actually gotten photographic evidence.
Of black holes?
Or what the results of.
Well, they had a little alien body in this movie. You see that?
I haven't gotten to that yet, but it annoyed me. Like, they had like a teeny little alien body, and it looks like a doll. And I'm like, there's no way that's a real alien body.
No,
I will get to it.
On his other documentary, they went in and they examined it, and they took it to different people to do DNA tests, and I'm like, this is nothing of this world.
Well, let me ask you.
It looks like a voodoo doll.
Who gave them the thing to go around with? Like, if they have an alien body, who gave it to a documentary maker and said, bring it wherever you like?
They found it somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but they did find the body, and they took it to multiple people to do DNA testing, and they all had come to the conclusion that it was nothing of this world.
Well, all right, but I don't know.
I haven't seen it all yet.
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
The body, though, did. It just showed like a clip of it in the beginning, like there have been bodies found.
Looked like the Great Kazoo. It just didn't look believable or real. But again, I'll get to that. I will watch the end of it. When I saw it, I liked.
But there were you know how when you have to do like a scientific debate, it's all in the details. The minute there's anything that sort of doesn't match up, that's when the scientist starts to steamroll you. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, he jumped onto his point of, well, firsthand accounts And just a person saying something, it doesn't count as evidence. And so when he established that from the beginning, whenever Troy said, well, this person said, and Neil, another first-hand account, well, that doesn't mean anything. So there was like one part when they were doing the interviews.
By the way, did you see, Travis never comes in here, but he just came in and wanted to just get a little camera time.
He did. Jim, there appears to be a technical issue. Allow me, the producer, to come in. Yes. The show needs some producing.
Yeah, he fixed the phone and they did like a little side glance to the camera, like, look at this, making the show run.
And he also said, he told us before the show, he said, as long as the camera guys are in here, please don't refer to me as the Travis dog.
Yeah, please don't, guys. It's humiliating.
I don't
have family.
This could be my big break.
Yeah, they're going to see that.
But there was one, when they were talking about the Roswell crash, and they said, we had bodies. We found aliens. Here's what they look like. They were talking about examining the aliens that were in the Roswell spaceship. But, like, the two interviews were just slightly off. Like, the guy was like, one guy goes, he had no ears. And the other guy goes, he only had ear canals. And I'm like, whoa.
Well, keep in mind, they're talking about something that happened 60 years, 70 years ago. So it's like, if you do something that was like even a year old, sometimes the accounts are going to be off.
That's true, but not if it was a space person. Like if it was an alien, I remember.
Their testimonies were pretty close.
Would you remember the details if it was an alien?
Yeah, I think so. But I also heard that those were just dummies that they made and put up there for these tests. That's why they found bodies. But again, I'll get to the rest of the documentary. I just watched it. I thought of you. I'll watch the end of it.
Yeah.
I expected to hate it, but he seemed like he's a pretty sincere guy. So
yeah, and I mean it's legit in the sense that if they are all crackpots, they're the most highly educated crackpots there are.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that have military or had high clearance,
and they do talk to people who are the people who were at Roswell. Like something happened at Roswell. That's not for debate.
Right.
An incident happened. The debate is whether the government story or this story or whatever.
The government's original story was that they were UFOs.
Right.
And then they changed it to say weather balloons.
Right.
And then they changed it to say, it was actually, they were working on a way to get fucking nuclear weapons to drop on the Soviet Union, but with balloons. And these were like very, very top secret balloons, and they also had these guys in these like fake little,
so it could have
mannequins.
It could have been that they said UFO because they didn't want the Soviets to find out they were trying to drop atomic bombs on them with balloons.
Well, we'll figure out how to do it without being detected, but yeah, they were trying to get them.
So it's possible.
Yeah.
Certainly feasible. But they were talking to people who claimed that they were literally the ones who examined these bodies.
Right.
Like not, I've read this, I knew this guy. They were getting first-hand accounts.
Now, somebody is saying this guy is saying, sir, you have a comment, but it's not necessarily true. Go ahead, Ben.
Morning, fellas. How are you today?
That's a shit. How are you?
Sorry. You know the old story about how as soon as somebody becomes president, the black suits take them into the back room. They tell them all the secrets.
Right.
That's what they said about. They said that a lot about Obama. That he was all like change, and then they brought him to the back room, and he was like, okay, it's not going to work out.
Yeah. Suddenly he became quiet. But don't you think if they bring you into the back and they tell you about the aliens and they tell you about the UFOs and where the bodies are buried and all of this stuff, as insane as Trump is, as loose as he is on his Twitter account, don't you think we'd get a daily posting?
I don't think they would tell him,
They
sir.
didn't tell him.
I don't think they would. They'd always tell the president he's seen as like a guy who's kind of in transition. He's going to be there for 4 years or 8 years. He's not staying. But no, I don't think they would. And even if they did tell the president, I doubt they would have went and told Trump, hoping he'd keep it under his hat.
I bet they've told presidents before. They tell lifetime politicians because they're part of the system. But they didn't tell Donald. I mean, they're up there. There's an army of people around Donald that are there to lie to him every day about what's going on.
Yeah, they're saying George Bush Sr., that Jimmy Carter asked for certain information, and George Bush Sr. still have to get a call from Congress.
Couldn't get it?
Yeah.
Supposedly there's levels of government that our president doesn't have control of. That's what this documentary says.
Illuminati?
I mean, I don't know. You'd have to call it. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thanks for the call.
There's parts of it that they just don't have access to, and they don't want to give that information away. Unless you support their agenda, they don't want anybody to know.
Did they tell the president what that eye is on the pyramid on money? I don't think so.
They probably don't know anymore at this point.
They forgot.
Yeah. It's probably been watered down.
Yeah. You didn't get to the Marilyn Monroe thing?
I didn't know, but did she see one? Because she was a very, very credible source. Well, she saw one and it looked like a little barbiturate and flew into her mouth.
According to the documentary,
yes, of course.
she was involved with both Kennedy brothers.
Yeah. Sure.
And supposedly her phones were tapped. And she had talked about that the Kennedys were kind of closing her off and didn't want anything to do with her anymore. She had this information. They were supposed to show her something from outer space, and she was going to come forward in a tell-all press conference. And
they were going to show, like, you have to, but if they do keep the secret, let's say play devil's advocate and say it's true. Bobby and Jack Kennedy are both fucking this woman. They're going to just go.
Which I believe that part.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if it was at the same time.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
While DiMaggio was napping on the sofa. But they all of a sudden are going to tell this volatile kook that there's space aliens. Well, that doesn't make sense. They would tell. I mean, you hold a press conference.
Jim, you know the power, pussy.
Pillow
I know
that's
that.
Weird,
but it's not that strong.
Well, you don't know. They could have ran their mouth about some stupid shit, and
maybe the little brother told her. Maybe she was fucking JFK, and then she started fucking Bobby, and Bobby knew, like, but she's, my brother's the president, and he was like, Did Jack tell you about the aliens?
That's it. You know what? That's exact. Because she looked at him like she was in bed with him, and she wasn't that turned on. She said, "What does the Attorney General do?" And he's like, "Hey, I'll tell you about the aliens." Anything to keep her there.
Did Jack tell you about the aliens? Really? And then she went to JFK, and she was like, "You know what Bobby told me?" And he was like, "Oh." Well, yeah, let me tell you what's really going on, because she couldn't let her get the scoop from Bobby.
Maybe they were one-upping each other. Yeah.
Right. So then she's got all this information, and then they get together. Before they get killed for knowing too much, they get together, and they're like, oh, fuck, we both told her everything about the aliens. Well, let's just off the bitch.
Yeah, the idea about the conspiracy and the idea of, like, the presidents being scared for their lives. Like, that stuff I wish that they didn't touch on, because that's the stuff that makes me skeptical. But I believe people who read radars. I believe, like, again, military pilots or people like that who aren't likely to lie because it's a risk to their reputation.
Astronauts.
Of course, yeah.
Maybe they killed JFK. And then after JFK, they were like, let's just stop telling the president shit so we don't have to do this again.
Yeah, maybe that might be what it was.
Because it's like, if we have to do this every single time, it's going to really get complicated. So let's kill JFK and then not tell the president what's going on anymore.
Yeah, but Trump, they probably wouldn't tell them.
No, they definitely would not.
Even if it was policy to tell the president, Trump would definitely not.
No, he would not. He would not know.
He'd blather that out. Craig in Long Island, yes.
I feel like everybody's kind of discrediting like what's going on in other countries with this stuff, though. I mean, are we that lucky that the aliens, if the aliens did land, they just happen to be here in the United States?
Well, that's also something I do have that makes me wonder about conspiracy and doubt it a little bit. Is if all these countries, and thank you for the call, mister, if all these countries are getting aliens, how is there not one person out there who's the leader of another country going, look, we got one? Like, how is it everyone agrees to the conspiracy? They're not all our shitty military.
They did quote Gorbachev on the documentary saying,
I mean, there's a lot of presidents that have talked about it. I mean, well, that goes, a lot of the classified information from other countries has been unclassified, and you can actually read it for yourself.
All right. Well, I just wanted you to know I saw some of it, and it was good. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to watch the end of it. And I'd like to interview that guy. He's really interesting.
Yeah, let's have him on the show.
If he'd come on.
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
I felt like such an expert last night, because that's how I ended the night, watching the UFO documentary bootleg on YouTube.
Me too.
And before that, I was just on a loop. I mean, I spent probably 2.5 hours on YouTube. First, watching all videos about abandoned malls, and then quickly going into videos about abandoned Disney theme parks and ideas.
There's a photographer who takes pictures of abandoned malls.
Yeah.
And he just goes around, and they make it look like these things have just rotted out. But, there's no maintenance on them, and people probably go in and vandalize them.
They definitely do.
You don't just rot out in 30 years.
No, people go in, they sneak in, like they were telling. I was watching a story about one mall where people were going in and, like, they stole all the copper wiring, they stole the railings, like, they stole everything. But they were saying that there were all these deaths after, because the mall was so poorly taken care of, that people were going in and trying to steal, like, wiring and getting electrocuted to death.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of... I see videos like that on this one website. So it's these guys like... they're either that or they're on top of the train, and they're trying to pull something off, and it's just someone with a cell phone screaming while a man smokes on the top of the phone. Zap! Yeah. It's always enjoyable. Stupid. You can't cut through wires.
But, yeah, you have to turn them off first. Unplug them, then cut. But yeah, and they showed, like, there was, like, the skylights had all been shot out. There was bullet holes everywhere because there was gangs around the area where the mall was. And it was really cool, that one, because once the skylight, like the glass roof, started to break, you could see, like, in the winter, all the old escalators and stuff had snow all over them because now the weather's actually getting through the ceiling.
I wonder why they don't just knock them down and use that property for something else.
I don't know. I think I think a lot of times the cities are broke and they just don't want to pay the cost of demolition. Like there was one of the other malls, they had demolished half of it and then they just stopped. And so you had a half demolished mall that was just sitting there.
We watched very different things late at night.
Do you?
Yeah.
You weren't watching about like all the ideas that, like I know about Disney America, which turned into American Celebration. I know about Treasure Island. It's still there, but it's just overgrown. I would never go on that thing. It's probably infested with alligators. I know all kinds of Disney stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
You weren't watching about abandoned Disney parks and ideas?
No, I wasn't.
Were you?
I wasn't watching hours now, Sam.
I know all the facts.
You know River Country?
Oh, yeah. I'm very well versed. And
the ski resort?
Don't even start to talk to me about Westcott.
Oh, Westcott would have been amazing.
It was the Epcot of the West. They were going to build an Epcot.
So why did it go through? I can't believe I'm interested. Why do I give a shit? But I do. What happened to Westcott?
I don't remember why that. I think it was too expensive or something. I think it was that one was too expensive. They were going to build a Disney park in Virginia called Disney America. And it was going to be like, an hour and a half away from D.C.
Right.
And it was going to be all about like American history and blah, blah. And the local residents were just like, no, you can't build that here. We don't want Disney here. And they just couldn't get it done.
And plus, people who know about Washington would say they already got Disney there, right?
That's great.
That's
really something. That's really something.
And what did who's this fucking beauty contestant that everybody's hating this morning? Is it Miss America or Miss USA?
Miss USA. I think she won last night. She, believe it or not, you could have made a great segue out of that. She was Miss DC.
Oh.
Yes. She showed up as Miss DC.
What's the matter, Troy?
Ransomware.
My mouse doesn't work.
Mine works.
It's still a ball.
Oh, yeah. You have a trackball on that mouse?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Is that a good one?
Yeah. Most good mouses have trackballs on them still.
Oh, mine doesn't. How do I get to the other screen? I'll do it from here.
I don't think you can.
Do I have two mice?
Yeah, there's another mouse around there somewhere. If you use it, you can control that screen.
Hold on.
You got it? Not
this
that one.
This also has the ball on it.
There's a third.
Oh, my God.
It's not that one. There's a third mouse somewhere.
Oh, no, I'm panicking.
It's over there. It might be on the floor or something.
Where's the mouse?
Oh, boy.
Travis.
Did you break it, Troy?
I don't know what's going on.
I see a trackball on your desk.
No, I see that, but I don't have the bottom piece.
Oh, boy, you broke the mouse.
Oh, no.
I would come in and help, but you guys made fun of me last time.
No, we didn't make fun of you. We were just pointing out how helpful you are.
Where is our producer?
Yeah, the place falls apart unless Travis comes in. Let me look down here. So I want to try to work the mouse, but I don't think we have another one.
There is another one there somewhere.
I'm looking with my flashlight. No, we don't.
So is Troy. There's two of you. This is really embarrassing.
Yeah, this is the big documentary shoot. Two assholes looking for a trackball for a mouse in 1995.
Yeah. Jim hosts a
crack radio show.
Morning radio show. It's more of a comedy of errors, if you ask me.
Yeah, I can't work either one of these.
It's working now, but it'll stop in a second.
Okay, well, let's do it right now then.
Okay.
Let's get that video up. Don't sit down. Don't make yourself comfortable. We have very limited time before the ransomware acts up again.
Yes, Travis, now it's not working.
That's okay. Troy's got it.
We also have Danny McBride coming in.
Let's not talk about that. The ransomware is going to act up again.
What, you got it, Troy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, boy, but now it's not loading.
The newly crowned Miss USA, Miss USA, has ignited a firestorm.
Which, by the way, that's Trump's beauty pageant.
Yes.
Yes.
With an answer she gave on stage at a pageant, Karen McCullough. By the way, can we stop being outraged about answers these women? First of all, who gives a shit? Second of all, they're just answering spur of the moment. We all give stupid answers. They're trying to say the right thing, and they fuck up all the time. Maybe that's why we like it.
Yeah, there it is.
Do you think affordable health care for all U.S. citizens is a right or a privilege, and why?
I'm definitely going to say it's a privilege. As a government employee, I am granted health care. And I see firsthand that for one, to have health care, you need to have jobs. So therefore, we need to continue to cultivate this environment that we're given the opportunity to have health care as well as jobs to all the American citizens worldwide.
I don't quite know if she knew what she was saying.
No, I don't think so. She didn't have to say all the American citizens worldwide.
Yeah.
American healthcare is not covering Americans in Australia.
American citizens worldwide. So what I got from that was that healthcare is a privilege, not a right.
Right.
And it should only be given to people with jobs, because that way it will get everybody to get a job.
Yeah, she was just trying to make a good point. But it's funny, the same people that are bashing her are the same people that no matter what else she said would go, who gives a fuck what she says? She's just a beauty contestant.
Right.
Like, they don't care what she said.
Positive.
Yeah, until it annoys them.
Do you think that that's the reason that we have so much that we have the rate of unemployment is because some jobs don't give health insurance, and so they're like, fuck it, I'm not getting a job.
No, I don't think that's a direct connection. But, again, spur of the moment. They're giving you two choices, so what is the internet saying? You pick one or we hate your guts?
Right, that's it, yes.
They're giving you two choices. It wasn't like she said, when you see a small child in distress, should you A, help him, or B, push him in front of a vehicle? And then she said, push him in front of a vehicle.
I don't even know why they make the beauty pageant people talk.
Well, that's why. That's
just so
why
we can fuck them up?
Yeah, so you're going to get bad answers like that, or answers that people don't like.
And part of it is, too, you have to know that you're better than them at something, right? Like, because you're seeing them, and there are these just exquisite, beautiful women that you're like, they're so far out of my league, and you're just hoping that they have some kind of verbal diarrhea.
Blithering idiots.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It is fun to watch a beautiful person just fucking babble, say something stupid, ruin their lives.
Just discredit everything they've worked for.
Oh, your hard work down the toilet, stupid.
Guess what? You spent years being a pageant girl, and now because you have the wrong opinion of healthcare in the United States, goodbye.
We like to think of it as the one place where our personality would actually outshine what she has naturally. Or what he had, we always want to have something up on them, and so we figure I would have said something a lot smarter than that.
Yeah, exactly. Even though none of us would have.
No, I wasn't. I mean, I don't even know if she's right.
Stage and wet ourselves.
I wouldn't say anything and much smarter than that, or smarter at all. That's about on par with what I'd say.
You would have been like, you would have tried to get really smart, though. It's a good question. I don't know.
Time's up. And they would have went to someone else. Oh, we're sorry. You don't get to answer that one. Time's up.
Yeah, if you spend that long, I look like shit and I can barely throw together a coherent sentence. Right. I can't imagine if I had to do all the work it takes to not look like shit and then also be expected to put together a coherent sentence. That's not fair.
And you're competing.
Yeah.
And you're competing on live television in front of people. So you're competing with other good-looking people who also have to have an answer. I don't know if they get asked the same questions, but you have to sound good.
They don't. Everybody gets asked a different question.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, there's like a pool of random questions and everybody gets asked one. But, just go up, walk around in an evening gown, walk around in a bathing suit, let the judges pick who's hottest. The same number of people will watch.
Yeah.
That's your show. There's absolutely no reason to be asking beauty pageant contestants.
Well, beauty pageants are just so archaic anyway. Who really gives a shit?
We don't even know what gender is anymore, and we're still doing beauty pageants.
Yeah. Miss America. When Miss America is trans, they'll do that sooner or later.
I think real soon.
Yeah.
And
they got my vote.
You don't even need to look at them. Yeah. If any trans woman has wanted to be a beauty pageant winner, just join now. Because the first trans woman that joins one of these pageants, it's guaranteed to win.
Yeah, I think that people would do very well to have a pageant like that on their network.
Just all trans people, or just...
Yeah, just trans women. Why not? People would watch it.
It would just have to be...
Miss USA is boring. I don't give a shit at this point.
It have to be called USA. Because we don't know whether to say Miss, Mister. We don't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah. We just about Miss Trans USA.
No, you can't say Miss.
I know that, but I think that if you say Miss Trans USA, you get enough hot girls.
You get enough?
Hot trans girls, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've never understood the fascination with making these beautiful women speak.
I don't understand the idea of a beauty contest. We talked before about the parental ones, like Honey Boo Boo and all that.
Oh, the kid beauty pageants?
The worst.
All you've got, the only people that feel that show up to those recreationally, like the audience is made up of parents and pedophiles.
Yeah.
Who else would possibly be interested?
Roman Polanski's watching on Skype. It's creepy.
Who else would possibly be interested? Like, why... So not only do you have your kid like with this unhealthy standard of beauty and unhealthy knowledge of competition, but they're just parading themselves in front of pedophiles.
Yeah. Bunch of creepy men.
Yeah.
And they don't get anything out of it. Their mothers are awful.
Yeah, the only reason that they're in it is because their mothers wanted to be pageant winners.
I think so.
That's why.
Yeah,
you see it.
Sometimes their mothers are really pretty and you can see where they used to look good. And sometimes they're just not.
Yeah.
Not up to snuff.
Sometimes they've gained. Yeah, you ever notice that sometimes when they realize that they're out of pageant life, they start to gain a little bit of weight?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they gain a little. Well, I'm a mom now. But let's enter her into the pageant.
Yeah, exactly. She can be what I wasn't.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the ransomware. That's really scary.
We have ransomware.
And they can have whatever's on our computer. It's all garbage.
I know, there's nothing on here. It's just a bunch of Photoshops that we took off Twitter.
All our archives, they just give them back. Here.
Yeah.
Shit. It's not even worth ruining.
They have to start negotiating down instead of up.
But what are they going to do now? I mean, a guy figured it out with an $11 purchase of the domain name, which kind of was a kill switch. And he didn't mean to kill the spread of it, but when it bounced back to get, I guess, to hit that domain and it was registered, it killed the advance of it.
The ransomware, the worm?
Yeah. But people who already had it are still, I think they're asking for like $300 worth of Bitcoin.
Well, they go, so ransomware, it works where like, it's just one of those things, like somebody in the network has, and they're really attacking corporations, healthcare providers,
in England,
hospitals.
The hospital, they're like all these
like
hospitals. Yeah,
I think in England they're going after the trains or something, but it just takes one person in a network to click one of those dummy links that you get in an email.
Is it you clicking the link or you have to download something?
They say either one. When they say just clicking a link, that sounds like. Well, no, because sometimes now when you click a link, it downloads automatically.
I've locked up my computer a few times. I have a Mac, so it's not as vulnerable. But I've like where your Safari, it keeps getting locked up to this one thing. Call this, your computer's infected, but it's not infected.
Right. Or yeah, we were installing stuff on my dad's computer yesterday, and my brother just comes out. He goes, "Hey, Sam, I just saw here," he's joking, obviously, "I got 50% off Mac Cleaner. Should I take advantage of that?" And I was like, yeah, definitely.
Mac Cleaner is the worst.
They just really, but people fall for it.
I think I fell for it once. I probably did once. Fucking Bing. It's always changing to Bing. I get it's such an enraging thing.
You don't want a Bing?
No, I don't want a Bing.
You got a Bing. It's much
detest.
better.
I hate the thick font. I hate Bing's font. It sucks.
It is. It's a thick, simpleton font, isn't it?
Really bad. Bing is really bad.
Yeah.
At times, everyone's binging.
It's just arrogant of them to think. It's like when you look on your phone and you still have the U2, even though they're not on the phone, just the fact that they're there and possible. I don't want to look under my artists and have U2. I don't want them. I want them off my phone.
So you have to Bing, how do I get U2 off my phone?
I won't Bing. And the Bing results are different. Like if you're on Bing, you're like, how do I get rid of Bing? They direct you somewhere different than Google does.
Oh yeah. If you Bing, how do you get rid of Bing? Just a website will come up and says, can't do it.
Yeah.
Might as well get used to it. It's fun.
It gives you some awful way to do set as homepage.
Right.
And then hang self in bathroom. It's really terrible advice.
You Bing. How do you get rid of Bing? And a website comes up, all cool kids using Bing. Bing, wave of the future. Oh, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, Google is the only way to get rid of it. But it's pretty simple how to do it. You just have to click a button. There's a button you push.
I've gotten once. I think one of those websites where you download videos off YouTube, and there's like 100 links on the page, and one of them is the right link to download the video, and everything else is just bullshit.
Adware
and I did once. I had to like reboot everything and erase everything on Safari, and because it just changes your preferences so that you're using their stuff.
Yeah,
but. It was that thing where they go like, okay, download Adobe Flash. And I thought it was actual Flash player.
Oh, Sam.
So I clicked it, and then I had to go.
It's not a Flash player?
Yeah, it just changes all your Safari and all your...
I've downloaded Adobe Flash Player before. You need Flash Player.
Well, you download it from Adobe.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Not from the fake link?
Not from the fake link.
Oh, I guess you could go to Adobe.
Not from the fake link where you're just like, oh, download this YouTube video, and Flash Player just shows up in your downloads folder. If you click install on it, like I did, you're an idiot. So, but it just changes all your preferences and stuff like that. But it happens.
I've heard on torrent sites. I've heard that there's a lot of like fake download buttons, and you've got to know which is the right one to download the torrent.
Because otherwise it's just adware and malware and all that stuff.
That's why I don't go to those sites.
And ransomware sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I don't go to them either.
You don't go to torrent sites? Ever?
No, never.
Have you in your life?
Nope.
Do you have a friend who might?
Yep.
Do you have a friend who did or a friend who stills?
Yesterday.
How would your friend know which ones are the links that are good?
Yeah, you just figure it out.
Yeah, you got to be smart.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's always
not hard. You've got to be an idiot if you click on the flashing, blinking download button that's obviously an ad bar.
Yeah, it's always clear if you know what you're doing. The problem is that a lot of people, especially older people, don't know what they're doing. So when a flashing thing comes up that says, download now, to like my eyes or Travis's friend's eyes, they'll go like, well, that's obviously where you do not download. Like, there's no way I'm hitting that flashing button.
No.
Like, I'm sure if my mom saw that, she'd be like, oh, there's where you download.
Yeah, how convenient.
Exactly.
Oh, how helpful.
Right. So that's where they get people and it works, otherwise they would stop doing it. So that's how this ransomware is working, that they just send stuff, and one person who's using a network just has to click the dummy link, and they click it, and it downloads a worm, and it just spreads all through the network, and it's going across the world right now. And what happens is your computer freezes up, and then a warning pops up on your screen, and it says, sorry, your files have been encrypted. And Newman pops up and he goes like, and it says, sorry.
Jurassic Park.
That's it. Yeah. Your files have been encrypted. If you want them to be unencrypted, it's $300 in Bitcoin. And then in an hour, if you haven't done it, it says, okay, $600 in Bitcoin. In 1 hour, we're going to start deleting your files. And then after that, it does start deleting your files.
How do you get the Bitcoin if your computer's locked up? I'd love to sit them down and ask that.
Huh.
How do you do it?
You gotta do it on your phone, I guess.
Really?
Or use another computer, because you can't use that computer.
How do you get the Bitcoin to them?
Probably just call them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is there a phone number? Yeah, here's my personal cell. That's how they caught him. No, I
don't even know how to get a Bitcoin. I wouldn't know how to do that.
Go to the Bitcoin ATM.
Yeah, Bitcoin ATM. There's one right by the Staten Island Ferry.
Yep.
Are you serious?
There is 100% a Bitcoin ATM by the Staten Island Ferry.
Yeah, I pass it every day.
No, but that's how you can get Bitcoin. But then how will they know it's my Bitcoins? What do I do?
Tell them it's Jim Norton's Bitcoins.
No, it doesn't mean anything. I said I had to go get Bitcoin. So they got my computer. All right, we're going to delete your files. And then I go to the Staten Island Ferry and I go to the Bitcoin machine. I put in 300 bills. Then what?
Then you send them and they're going to go
How do you send? Oh, you send them from that machine?
No, mail. Like you write a letter and you print out your Bitcoin
and they
code.
clink around in the envelope?
Yeah, exactly.
No, can you send them from the machine?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I've never sent Bitcoins before because I'm not on the dark web yet.
I think it's just an ATM, so you can't really, you can't send money to somebody on it.
So how do you get them as?
You gotta have a Bitcoin account.
It would deposit it into your.
I don't have a Bitcoin account.
You'd have to get one, otherwise
never getting those files back.
Yeah, because the ransomware is going to eat your files
quickly. How about you give me time to get a Bitcoin account?
You got 2 hours.
May I have more time, please?
Yeah. Looking around for the more time button. Where do you click for more time?
You're not ready yet, guys.
But it's software, so I'm sure there are people trying to be like, okay, how do we negotiate with this thing? Like, no, it's just programmed to start deleting your files.
Well, just turn the computer off.
Right. Did you plug and unplug?
And it's just some stupid person like in, marketing that just downloads this link.
Right.
And ruins it for everybody. And then they're targeting schools, too, because schools never update their systems.
No, so there's no security on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't they update their systems?
Because nobody knows how to use computers in schools.
Yeah, because it takes forever. Just like around here, like it takes forever to like get updates and stuff.
I mean, they didn't know how to use computers here. There's a fucking satellite.
You'd still be surprised at it's not the people who are operating satellites, right? Like, people are aware that this thing is happening, but IT departments are not always up to snuff, especially at places like schools.
Yeah.
Like, Google probably has an amazing IT department. They wouldn't be able to do anything at Google. But even here, you could definitely get some ransomware on.
We got an email this morning about it.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did it say?
Everybody in corporate.
Did it say click this link to find out more about ransomware?
Yes, download Ransomware Protector.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a big, email talking about what you should not be clicking on.
How great would that be if one of the guys in IT was like, I'm going to be a hero. Ransomware Protector. Click.
But
yeah, so it's like, It's all over, and they are saying that. I guess that one guy or somebody found a way to stop the worm from moving
by mistake.
Right.
By registering a domain name. That was it.
But it's still, what was it, noworm.com?
I don't know where he registered. I'm going to guess GoDaddy. I don't know.
But people are still paranoid about it. They said there's also you would think that the IT department would just work over the weekend because all the news stories were more people are expected to find out they have ransomware when they turn on their computers on Monday.
Did they not work over the weekend?
You just turn on your computer over the weekend. What are you talking about when you turn your computer on Monday?
Yeah, I mean, the story this morning is just about how they were right. More companies and more places are getting hit this morning.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, because they didn't check it over the weekend? What dopes?
That sounds like a Monday problem to me.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't either if I was in the IT department. What do I care?
You wouldn't.
I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's long. But it says you may have read the unprecedented ransomware attack dubbed WannaCry has swept, that's also in my Tinder profile, has swept Windows computers across the globe beginning last Friday, taking measures, blah, blah, blah. Be vigilant against suspicious emails that are phishing, blah, blah. Ransomware is a type, okay. Below are common signs of possible phishing attempts.
Okay, let's see if you would fall for any of these.
The sender's email address doesn't match the name of the company that it claims to be from.
That's rookie shit. There's no way, because now they can disguise that. I remember it used to be hey, you have a package from UPS, and it's in AOL email address or something.
Yeah.
No,
I won't fall for that. The message was sent to an email address or a phone number that's different from the one you gave that person or company. That's the same thing. The message starts with a generic greeting like, Dear valued customer. Whenever they say, Dear James Norton, no one calls me James Norton.
Yeah.
No one. Dear Jim Norton. Or my email's the real Jim Norton. Dear the real Jim Norton.
That's like when you get an email from an unspecified company that says, we have questions about your credit card.
I get calls like that too about my cars.
Yes.
I get these I love pegging these people down. You're they're like, your warranty is almost up. And I'm like, which vehicle? Your more recent vehicle.
Right.
And I'm like, well, do you know which one? They're like, no, we don't. I'm like, how'd you get my number? I don't know. Why? I'm like, how are you calling me? I've gotten into it. How are you calling me about a fucking warranty and you don't know what car I drive?
How could you have my warranty information and phone number and not the model and make?
I had one guy, this is true, I wish I should tape these. I said to him, can you please take me off the calling list? He goes, no. He said, no, we won't take you off the calling list.
It's not going to happen.
We just won't do it.
Were you surprised the Fishers weren't nice?
Yeah. I was upset.
They're like, no, we're gonna fucking get you, Norton. Yeah. We're gonna keep calling, and we're gonna get you.
You can always block. I would usually have my home number.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised how many people are way dumber than you.
Yeah, that they just fall for it.
And that's all they need. They just need that one person.
Yes.
It's like, oh my god, my warranty's almost up?
Yeah. Here's my information. They did, the new one is the recording that picks up, you go, hello? And then the recording doesn't start. And then you say hello again, and you hear a muffling of a headset. You go, oh, hey.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And
I hate that.
It's a recording.
Or I hate when it's like, if you're going to just bother me at home, how about you have the message start immediately?
Yeah.
But that's a great tell, though, because you hear it when there's that pause, just hang up on it.
You know who falls for the emails and the phone calls and all that stuff? The people who think that reality TV is real. And that's a lot of people. You know what I mean? People don't walk around skeptical. They don't walk around thinking that somebody's trying to trick them.
But how many times have we heard, no one will ever ask for your password here. No one's going to request your password. No one's going to say, hey.
Oh, I guess they've changed their policy. Here's my password.
Yeah, WannaCry phishing email may share some of these characters or may differ. It's better not to take the risk and click on any link in an email you have questions about or to open a document attached to it. When in doubt, call the sender first to confirm. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what the emails are saying when people are getting them, but a lot of people fell for it.
BBC analysis determined...
BBC analysis? What website's that? Someone's got a new fetish.
Just checking my bookmarks for the morning.
Yeah, BBC analysis. Travis.
They just rate and review.
Where I get all my
Yes, Travis gave that one a real colon record. That's a check.
38,000 had already been paid to the people behind the attack.
$38,000 or 38,000 people had paid?
Dollars.
$38,000 in
That's not even that much
in what
considering.
currency?
Money.
No. Bitcoins.
No, converted into USD.
Oh, so because 38,000 Bitcoins is a ton of dough.
It's a shitload of money.
38,000 Bitcoins is like $4 million.
Yeah, they're saying $300 worth. They're actually pretty smart because they're trying to get it where people will go, look, the ransom is payable. Let's just do it and be done with it. Mm-hmm. They're not making a $200,000 ransom where you're like, I can't do it. I'm not selling my house or my computer.
Well, they didn't figure anybody would register nofund.com and take it away from them.
Was that it?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought I'm actually believing it. I wonder what that was. They said it was some ridiculous nonsense domain name. And it was just a complete fluke.
BBCanalyst.com.
BBC Analyst.
It's the new BBC Analyst.
BBC Analysis, Travis. There's another guy, too, who we should discuss.
Who is that?
Who at first I thought, like, how dumb are these people? But he's a real piece of shit.
Who's that?
A Kansas City guy. He pled guilty. He duped dozens of women into having sex with him on camera by telling them they were rehearsing for roles in pornographic movies.
That's right.
Now, I first thought the genius. Like, you remember in Apocalypse Now? In Apocalypse Now, when Brando says that there was that they had inoculated a bunch of kids.
Right.
And then a bunch of soldiers had come in and hacked off the inoculated arms. And he went, the genius of that.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought, like the dark genius. But this guy, he's a real creep because
he's a real crumb bum, they say.
Yeah, this guy, yes, you're right.
You're a creep.
He would not just have sex with them, he would blackmail them after, and he would make them sign contracts and promise them money. Like, he didn't just lie. He wasn't just going, hey, I do porn, and they fucked him. He was threatening to, like, one girl he had sex with, and they threatened to, expose her. He would send pictures to people's coworkers. He was a real scumbag. And you look at him, he doesn't look like a guy who does porn for a living. He doesn't look like a pornographic actor.
No, he doesn't.
But what a fucking hateable guy.
He looks like a pornography watcher.
Yes, he does.
He looks like a fan of the product.
Yes, he does. A real fan of the product. And he blackmailed a girl. He said, if you don't come have sex with me, I'll take the tape we had sex with the first time and show it to your family.
And these were girls that wanted to be in porn?
I guess they just wanted money. Here's what he said was they were going to be on private websites overseas, like for private investors. And people just want to believe what they want to believe. They want to make money.
But that's also important because, like, I think the lack of sympathy that you initially had would come in from people being like, well, if they wanted to just be a porn star, then why would they worry about this guy ruining their privacy?
But that's what I'm saying, yeah.
But it's a private, they thought it was a private website.
They thought it was a private thing.
He sold them a bill of goods.
He sold them a bill of goods, and it turned out to be a lot of bunk. So he's a real creep. He got 10 years. I think he got 10 years.
10 years in prison under the terms of the deal he agreed to. And that was, the 10 years was an agreement.
He was facing a lot more.
Yeah.
It was blackmail. You can't blackmail people to fuck you.
He's also required to pay restitution to his victims.
I doubt he has a lot of money. But
I don't think
restitution is great because then they'll just start, garnishing your money. Well, how are you going to get restitution? Look at that guy. If he had the money to pay hundreds of thousands, he would have just paid for sex.
Yeah.
That guy's not rolling in dough.
He said that, he said that prosecutor said that he created online aliases as a talent manager, photographer, and videographer, and claimed to work for fictitious companies in the pornography industry.
He went as Nikki.
Yeah.
N-I-K. That's a sexy name. You just when Nikki sends you an email, you get back to her.
Oh, Nikki. Investigators say he promised to pay the women thousands of dollars.
Right.
And prosecutors say that when the women complained about not being paid, he forwarded images of the sexual activity to their employers and significant others.
What a scumbag!
Yeah,
like not to lie to not pay them, and then to actually send I think we've talked about this guy before. I'm not sure. Maybe he was when he was first arrested.
Yeah, is this the same guy? Is this the guy who?
It might have been his arrest because it looks like 2013 on his.
on his thing.
Yeah.
When I first saw him, ransomware. Sounds like ransomware to me.
Yeah.
Troy slamming his mouse again. When I first saw him, it looks like the guy who we talked about, who was the country music guy. Remember, he had he was a wannabe country music singer.
Oh, you're right. Is that him? That might be him. Good memory. Is that him?
It looks like
we played his music.
When I saw his photo, that was the first thing that popped into my mind.
That's right. I remember we played his songs.
Yeah, and he was a scumbag back then.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it was for the same thing. This is just the story coming up again. His music was a little subpar.
It wasn't,
in my opinion.
It wasn't great.
There's no Johnny Cash.
No, that's where it begins and ends for you as far as country music goes.
Not a particularly good artist.
No.
So yeah, he's going to jail for a long time.
You know what's really embarrassing?
What?
They're shooting Troy fucking around.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're being like, because now they've got footage. I saw the director. He whispered to your documentary person. Yeah. He was like, we gotta make a juxtaposition shot here. We have the other producer, the one who came in here and he saved the day. Remember that one? We're gonna put all kinds of heroic music, and then we're gonna show fucking numbnuts on the computer who can't get anything done.
Yeah, what's the matter, Troy? In the mic.
The mouse does not. I mean, look, the mouse does not work.
We'll paint it as operator error when we have the.
Oh my guys, you should make this a reality show. How exciting would this be?
Yeah,
like the dramatic music. We go to commercial. Will the mouse work? Well, will they be able to click the link?
Dude, do you know?
Is Danny here? I can bring him in.
Yeah. Bring Danny. Troy, you know when this movie comes out, you're gonna look like a fucking idiot, right? That sucks, right? Yeah. God damn it!
It's not my fault.
I know, but they really got you. They really got you on that one. Yeah, you do look like an asshole right now, and a lot of people are going to see. Danny McBride.
Hey, Danny.
How are you?
What's going on, man?
Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. How's it going over there?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I'm great.
We're having some computer. They're doing a documentary.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
And Troy's having a computer meltdown. He's not doing a particularly good job at handling it.
No, he is, and he's slamming shit around over there, and they instantly, like, you know it's bad. They instantly turned all the cameras around to point right at him when he started slamming all his shit everywhere. He's going to look like an asshole when this thing comes out. Well, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, congratulations. This is a big film.
Oh, I thought you were just saying
you have to turn his
I thought I did turn it on. Hold on.
Jim.
I'm sorry.
God
I turned on fire. I do that all the time. I hit the wrong buttons. I'm sorry.
It's really unprofessional.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Did you really get claustrophobic? Because I'm claustrophobic. I woke up this morning, my right nose, my nostril was stuffy. I couldn't breathe. My heart was racing. I don't want you to worry. I'm just saying I wasn't feeling well.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. But did you get claustrophobic in that spacesuit? That seems. I always thought like what a horrible way to have to be because you can't touch your face, you can't itch your face.
I didn't think that it would be an issue, but it totally was. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, at one point I had to get into a sleep pod in that movie, and it's basically a coffin that's glass. And I was just bullshitting, talking to the other cast members, not thinking that this is about to be something very scary. I get into it. They seal it up. You can't open it up on your own. It seals up mechanically, and then I'm laying in there. It's about an inch from your nose. You can't move. And then the take goes on. It's like a 5-minute take. I'm just laying in there, and I want to freak out and bang on the glass, but I'll ruin the take.
What's happening during the take that you can't wreck it? So they need to be shooting on you.
Just people are performing, you know, they're doing some serious shit, and so then
you're like, but can't you put like a Danny McBride dummy or something in the thing?
After that take, I was like, how much are we seeing of me? And they're like, yeah, we're seeing you. You got to get back in there.
Oh no! They had to change the script while the aliens are murdering people on the ship, and you're like, guys, I can't. I'm flustered.
It's all mind games. It's like the moment you know you can't get out, then that's all you want to do is get out.
Yeah, and are you normally claustrophobic?
Never, ever.
Oh,
yeah. So it was. I think as I'm getting older, and now that I have kids, all these new things are just starting to break down mentally in my head, and that's one of them. I think
it's a weird thing to be afraid of. Like you feel like you can't take a deep breath, or like when you can't get up when you want to get up. It's like, do you ever go for one of those scans in the
MRI?
MRI or whatever, where you have to go into the tube. Yeah, you know, it's just a horrible
I hear
thing.
Stories about that. I think I just let whatever was in me just take over instead of doing an MRI.
Yeah, I thought the same way, but it was another person. So I have them pulled out.
I can't wait till the movie comes out and you watch the scene and you realize that you could not see you at all. There was no reason.
I knew they couldn't see me.
They could have just got some extra. It was only the feet they were showing. One of your feet,
or they're shooting like up, so you can't see. Yeah, you can't see what's in the pods.
And then every time somebody blows a take, you're like, you fucking no talent. When you learn how to act, I'm dying in here.
How did you like doing this movie? Because I feel like this can't be the first time you've done it, but I feel like most of the stuff that you've done, you've kind of it's been a you project, right? Yes. Whether it's the stuff on HBO or the movies. Like it's all kind of you're fully involved in it, and it's not this giant Hollywood movie where you're just a performer.
Yeah, those are, you know, when you do wear all those hats on stuff like Eastbound or Vice Principals, I mean, it is definitely stressful. There's a lot on your plate, but it's awesome. But it is nice to show up when you just get to show up and just do what someone else tells you to do. That's also very nice, especially this too, when you're just like walking around with a shotgun in a spaceship, and and Ridley Scott's making sure that you don't look like an asshole. It's great.
That's kind of nice to at least work with somebody whose opinion you can trust.
Exactly.
You know,
and if it doesn't pan out, it's no more like you don't take it on yourself.
No one's blaming Danny McBride if a Ridley Scott film doesn't. If something in Aliens doesn't work out, they're not going to go, damn, Danny McBride fucked that up.
Right.
Well, that is the fear, though. I mean, when I got that call that I was going to, that I was being offered this movie, I'm a humongous fan of that series. So my first thought was like, what? There shouldn't be a guy like me in these fucking movies. Don't ruin this franchise.
Paul Reiser did, you know what I mean? And he played a great serious role.
He was great, yep. And Paxton was amazing in it. But, that's Ridley always does that. All those, that was Aliens. But in Alien even, he, that cast is pretty crazy. It's a wide assortment of actors, and he's good about that.
How did you end up being this guy? Did you audition for it? Did you...
I got a phone call that Ridley wanted to meet, and my agent was kind of coy about what it was even in reference to, but I've always loved Ridley, so I was dying for a chance to meet him, yeah. And, we got in there, and I started talking with him, and...
Where'd you meet him, in his office?
At his office, yeah. And then he, scooted his chair over and brought out this big book of, conceptual drawings of, spaceships and spacesuits, and then... aliens. And so inside I was just like, oh my God, he's talking to me about an alien movie.
Did you know he was talking to you about the movie, or at one point did you think he was just showing you drawings from other films or cool stuff?
I hope that's what. This has been her. This is
just walking you through a little.
I do drawings of all the movies I like.
Oh, they were his sketches.
He's just they make movie posters, but I like to make my own.
Would have been a nightmare.
That'd be funny if that's all he wanted from you was just that. He's like, all right, man, thanks. I just wanted to see what you thought of my drawings.
The thought did cross my mind.
Do you know what he knew you from, or what project was the one where he was like, oh, I might want to do something with it?
I'm not sure, but he watches everything. He sees everything that's out there. I think he still watches a movie every single day. And I can remember after Pineapple Express, Seth was telling me that they had got a call from Ridley that he really enjoyed that film. So, yeah, he stays in touch.
So, yeah, he pays attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
Pineapple Express was one that I feel like crossed over way more boundaries than anybody expected it to in terms of the audience that likes that movie.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was way different when my mom was she called me, she's like, Sammy, have you seen this Pineapple Express movie? I was like, yeah. And she was like, it was on HBO the other night. And I thought she was going to tell me she was, disgusted by it or whatever. And she was like, it was so funny.
I haven't been this turned on since Jungle Fever.
So you were there. Yeah, but she absolutely loved it.
That's great.
And it was kind of the realization, and the longer it's been, the more it's been that movie, for some reason, isn't just your typical stoner comedy fan. It's crossed over.
It does something. Yeah, it's weird when you get moms, and then sometimes you'll have young children, 8-year-olds. I love Pineapple Express. And you're like, who let you watch this?
Yeah. I hope some of the references are lost on you. I hope.
You're also doing, we guys are rebooting, I guess, Halloween.
Yeah.
Or is it totally, and what you're doing to Michael Myers is very interesting.
Yeah, we're, my good buddy David Green that I've known since college. He was my roommate, my next door neighbor, my freshman year of college. And so we've been friends for a long time. We've worked together, and he told me that he was being approached to direct a new installment of Halloween, and he knew I was a huge fan of the series, so he asked if I wanted to write it with him. So yeah, we've been cracking away on that. We're going to shoot it this fall.
So is it starting over? Is it starting from the first one, or is it starting from where the last one left off?
It's not a reboot. It's not going to be a rehash. It's a continuation of Michael Myers, but where we're choosing to continue it from, you'll have to see when the movie comes out.
Because that's the question that all Halloween fans. I'm a big Halloween fan, and it's there are a lot of points. If you're just starting from the last movie was Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, which,
right.
I love Rob Zombie, and it was not Rob's finest work.
I love Rob Zombie, too. I think, Devil's Rejects, I think is such an awesome film. And, but yeah, it's funny because watching these, Dave and I I'd already seen all these movies anyway, but I've really been studying them now and just thinking about all the people that have gotten hired to, make a Michael Myers movie. Yeah. And just trying to avoid any mistakes that those people might have made.
You should do a sequel you should just say, hey, we got the next Halloween and pick up right after Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
Michael Myers isn't even in the thing.
Yeah.
Just Season of the Witch, yeah.
Well, you have Michael Myers. I know you guys are making him not supernatural, so you just have him get a temp job. He's locked up and he's just an asshole.
He has to get back to killing people. Yeah.
So you didn't want him to be supernatural. Did you feel that hurt the movies?
Well, you know what? I started as soon as you kind of start. The first Halloween is scary as shit, and the second Halloween is scary, but not as scary. And then from there, it isn't as scary. And I really think that what happens with it is that he basically becomes Frankenstein. He's just like, no matter what anyone hits him with, he's not going to die. There's no suspense thinking that maybe someone will escape.
And you know that everyone in that movie is just designed for him to kill in a cool way, except for one person.
Yeah, they're paper targets. And so, we're just trying to play with that and play with what people would expect, but also just make him real. And not make him real by giving him some crazy backstory either. Just sort of like getting back to the basics that the first Halloween.
You know what's a scary movie? Sorry, Silent Rage. Do you ever see that with Chuck Norris? He's fighting.
Sounds like a goddamn Christmas Carol.
No. It was scary. It was this guy, and he was a maniac or whatever, but he was a human being.
Yeah.
And what was so scary was that he was a human being.
That's what's the
he wasn't supernatural. He was just a psychopath who was kind of hard to kill.
Yeah.
And that was one of the scariest movies I've ever seen from what I remember.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's with horror. It's like you have to be able to imagine that you could be in that situation. And so, honestly, even the moment that they made Laurie and Michael Myers siblings, it also makes it not quite as scary.
Because Michael Myers not coming after you.
Yeah, he's like, he's trying to kill his sister, And so all that kind of stuff to us is like, those are the things that I think took a really amazing idea and took it somewhere where it wasn't quite as effective.
Although the hospital, the isolation in the hospital was amazing. And they did the same thing in The Godfather when they're coming to kill Vito. The isolation in the hospital was great. There's nothing scarier in a movie than like an empty hospital hallway.
Yeah.
It's just because you know that that's supposed to be busy, so if it's empty, it's a problem. There's shit happening.
Are you going to put Busta Rhymes in it and like follow up H2O or whatever?
We should.
I think so. Are you a horror movie guy?
I am. That's if I'm to watch anything, it'll usually be like a horror film. That's what I always usually go to. Ever since I was a kid, I would just go to pick the most fucked up box at the video store and try to convince my parents to let me rent it.
So when you were doing like when you were making your own stuff, like when you did Foot Fist Way and all that stuff, was there a thought in your head? Because usually like horror movie fans will want to make that low budget. If you're going to make a low budget movie, it's going to be a low budget horror movie. Is that something you always wanted to do?
Yeah, I always wanted to just make lots of different types of films, So that's why it's cool to do something like Alien, like a weird sci-fi big story like that. But yeah, I mean, horror has always been something that we've always talked about trying to make. And it also feels like it's one of the genres that people actually still show up in the movie theater for. I mean, unfortunately with comedy, it's like comedy fans usually don't go buy tickets and go see a movie on Friday night. They're usually at home stoned, watching other stuff. But, so it's like, I think that with comedy, it's like, it's a horror genre right now to get people to show up for,
Yeah. And too with the, I forget. I was going to ask you something about the horror movies. There's no rating system now on Netflix. So I was trying to find a good horror movie the other night, or even a bad one, like a purposely bad one. But now that the rating system has changed, it's really hard.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah. So there's no hardly any information. Like I was looking for a good 1-star horror movie.
You got to go off the cover art. The cover art is where it's at.
Yeah.
I always used to love that. The cover of Chopping Mall. I just remember that was amazing. And Fun House. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Totally.
I love that, the one-liner on that was pay to get in, pray to get out. Yeah.
Motel Hell.
Oh my, Rory Calhoun.
Motel Hell is so good.
It was scary, right?
Yeah,
what were they doing? Just burying people up to their necks?
Up their necks, planting them.
Yeah, planting them. They were making a human farm.
Did you really? Okay, I don't know if I've ever asked you this, but maybe I have. Did your mother perform sermons using puppets?
Yes, she did.
Have we talked about that? I don't know why I never knew that. Either that or my memory is just shit, so it's a brand new interview to me. What kind of puppets?
The kind that you put your hands in. When I grew up.
By the way, that sounds like a horror movie. But
they're really children. When I grew up in my parents were pretty religious. We went to church every week, and my parents were involved in the church. And and at some point, my mom and my dad started doing puppet ministry. They would they built a stage, and they would do the children's sermons with puppets. And it was very odd. I have all those puppets. I kept them all. But then my parents got divorced, and then the church turned their back on my mom, so we never did puppet ministry ever again.
Oh, wow.
Because of the divorce, the church was you're not welcome here anymore?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, your dad is still welcome?
He's a man, so they thought it was her fault, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So do you hate them for that?
I never went to church ever again after that.
You didn't really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Your whole life you're going to church and you're being a faithful servant, and then they treat your mom poorly, and you say enough. What did they open your eyes, or did they make you feel a certain way?
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where, like, I never wanted to go to church to begin with, and then you're just there like, God, you guys are assholes on top of it? Like,
oh, yeah. It was a good excuse.
You just gave me a reason.
If Mom can't go, I won't go.
Don't worry, Mom, I won't go either.
Yeah, it's like giving up something for Lent that you hate.
Yeah.
I'm going to give up lentil soup.
We'll just do these puppet shows for ourselves, you know.
How big are they?
I mean, they're like real deal puppets, you know. Like you can get up to an elbow in some of those puppets.
And what were the puppets? Was there a Jesus one, or were
they were all
people?
they were all just people. Yeah, that's weird, huh?
And no, it says I haven't
really
heard.
Weird.
Would they act out stories from the Bible? What would they act out?
I think they were all just like stories with like little religious undertones to them, you know.
Did she keep doing the puppet shows after she left the church?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
They all just stayed in a box, and then my parents were moving, and I found that box. I was like, can I keep these? I don't know what to do with them, but I have them all.
You want to display them? Or do they bring back bad memories?
No, they don't bring back bad memories. I want to do something with them, but I don't know what yet. I want to use them for evil.
Sometimes, you should do a movie. You play a guy who's a puppet person. That's all I have. How did our pitch meeting go?
Sold.
Yeah, I'm not good at selling ideas. Puppet person. Fucking Jim.
That's a good name for a horror movie. The Puppet Person.
The Puppet Person? I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's already something called that.
Well, there is the Puppet Master.
The Puppet Master, yeah.
What was that?
That's like a classic.
Yeah, it was, there was all these little puppets that would come to life.
Yeah. But they were more like marionettes.
Yeah.
Marionettes,
they weren't like hand up the ass puppets.
Yeah. The other movie that I felt like was in that same range was Ghoulies. Did you ever see Ghoulies?
No, I remember.
I had like a horrible memory from that because I was a kid and I asked my
that was the Gremlins ripoff.
Yes, and I asked my uncle for Goonies for Christmas, and then I got fucking Ghoulies, and I only had because at that time VHS tapes, remember they used to be like $100 or something, so I had like 3 movies, and fucking Ghoulies was one of them, and I didn't ever know what to do with it because I didn't really want it as part of my collection, so I would just keep it in the desk. But it was that green ghoulie coming out of the toilet. You know, that was like what they tried to scare you with, is that you could take a shit and a ghoulie could eat your ass.
That actually made me go to the bathroom more.
So you'd have your VHS collection of like 2 tapes.
Yeah.
And then, but Ghoulies is over there.
That's not part of the master selection.
When did you realize that he just made a mistake? He just heard it wrong, right?
As soon as I opened it up, it was just like, Ghoulies, what the fuck is this?
Did you try to watch it?
Oh, yeah. I still watched it. I watched it multiple times.
You have to. You only got 3 tapes.
It was terrible.
What else was in the VHS collection?
I feel like it was Cloak and Dagger and Revenge of the Nerds. Those were the other.
You have your badass movies here. Then fucking Ghoulies.
What's Cloak and Dagger?
Do you remember that? It was like the kid played the video game, and there was like people after him. And you've never seen Cloak and Dagger?
No.
Oh,
I've heard of it. I don't know if I've ever seen it, but I know.
Yeah.
I know the movie. So, like, is this? Are you thinking when you start to, or was this something you were thinking for a long time, or do you feel like, okay, I got the Aliens movie here, I can start moving into horror over here, I can finally start to kind of branch out of...
I should think about things that strategically, but
you know.
I don't know. It was totally by chance. It was David just called me one day and was like, hey, would you want to just write this thing with me and help me produce it? I was like, yeah, sure. I know how horror movies work. I was just on the set of one. I'll show you. Yeah,
yeah, I guess Aliens is considered kind of a horror movie. I mean, sci-fi, but it is more horror.
Yeah, and that's what was awesome on the set of that. Is like, you know, there's some pretty grisly stuff that happens in that film, and like you just see Ridley on set just giggling. He loves it. He loves the blood, the gore. It's like the same way I would feel like making a movie when I was like in high school or something. He just gets off on it.
Is it hard though to keep it scary when people, like you said, you know Michael Myers is not going to be killable. With the alien, you know it's not going to work out. Like when they find an alien and they're headed back, Ridley Scott directed, it's not going to be a nice alien.
Yeah.
So is it harder to build the suspense because you know there's going to be a problem?
You know, it just I think because they're tapping into that weird parasite vibe that like something infects your body, and I don't know. I think it just plays on like weird vibes of being sick, and like you can't imagine that happening to yourself. Like, oh, I go away on the trip and I'm the guy who gets infected with something.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right about horror movies being like one of the only things that people go see in theaters anymore. Like the Blumhouse, you know Blumhouse, the production company, everything they do makes a ton of money, and it's all good. Like I love all those movies.
Are they horror?
Yeah. They do all like the Conjuring stuff.
Oh, they were terrifying.
And they just did Get Out, like all those.
Okay. Yeah, they're doing Halloween actually. That's
really?
Producing it. Yep.
Oh, that's
the thing.
They were good. They know what they're doing.
You're straight.
Hey, is this being shown in IMAX or in 3D?
I think it is being shown in IMAX. Yep.
It's not 3D?
I don't know if it's 3D. Is it 3D? Maybe. No, I think just IMAX.
Just IMAX? I love a good 3D movie. I'll see something that I might not have normally seen just to see it in 3D. I don't care what it is.
You're making people regret their decisions now.
Why?
This one's not in 3D.
But still in IMAX, I'd see it. IMAX is still great, though.
Okay, all right.
Do you know how good this would look on a giant screen?
I know.
I would like to see that a lot.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
I have. I've seen it twice now, and even if I wasn't in this film,
you'd like it.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
Did you have any idea how good Walton Goggins was going to be on Vice Principals?
We knew. We knew that he was a sick bastard. We were thrilled to have it. Yeah, it was funny when we were first talking about it. We were being pitched a lot of just comedic actors, and we were like, man, we need somebody more dangerous and more fucked up, and Walton Goggins was the guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's. I don't know if you've seen it.
I saw the first couple.
He's brilliant on the show, and it's one of those things you wouldn't necessarily see coming. It's not a casting that you would, as a person at home, would just be like, well, yeah, of course he's going to be there.
He's awesome. And in the second season, which comes out later this year, it really digs in deep with his guy. He does some pretty wild shit. He's great.
Do you like doing, because this is the last season, right?
Yeah, we did we wrote the whole series as just one piece of 18 episodes and shot it all at once. Yeah, so it's like it was made to, have a conclusion.
Second season was shot a long time ago.
Yeah.
So you didn't know if you were going to do 3 6-episode seasons or 2 9? Or...
Yeah, we did 2 9, but that was just always our plan. Like, we finished all the scripts before we shot anything.
You did?
Yeah, just, I don't know. I love TV, but the one thing I don't like about TV is like when you get invested in a show and then it kind of shits the bed after you've already invested, weeks of your time. And so for us, we were like, let's just make something complete and people don't have to worry about it shitting the bed. They'll either like it or they don't, and then it's over with.
So did you just tell them, like you said, we want to sell you 18 episodes or something?
Yeah, yep.
That's a pretty big... Did they make you shoot a pilot before they made a decision? Because if they do that, then you've got a pilot shot and 17 episodes that you've written.
We didn't shoot a pilot, and honestly, we thought that was a win, but that made it more difficult. Because usually when you shoot a pilot, you have a chance to assess like what's working, what's not working, And with this was like, I don't even think we started shooting the first episode. I think we actually started on parts of the third episode. We just, we wrote the whole thing and then we're just off to the races.
So you did it almost like you filmed it like a 9-hour movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
That is great, though, because they're not going to cancel it. They know there's only 18. They'll just show them.
Yeah, exactly. What can they do?
It's also good because, the same thing as Eastbound and Down, you end it at a certain point, and then if film work dries up at some point,
go back in.
Yeah, you can always, you say the Vice Principals was meant to be, but, luckily, if everything dries up in 10 years...
We have another 18 episodes.
Right. Well, it was originally intended to be that, but I was hit with this inspiration. What would his character be like today?
When they don't know how to end something, it's just like Lost, I thought was so great, but I didn't love the certain parts about the ending, which, again, no matter what, The Sopranos people complain about. But when they don't know how to end something, that can really hurt it. You can see sometimes when they're grabbing in a final season, they don't have enough to hold you. They're just trying too many new ideas, and it's weird.
Yeah, and also I think what happens too is that your interaction with the fans is every time there's a new season, you get kind of feedback on what people like and what they don't like, and I think sometimes it makes writers kind of gravitate towards what people are liking, and that might not necessarily be what's the coolest part of the show.
Yeah, I always think that those series that go on a long time, like Lost or Sopranos or something, I'm sure there was an ending in mind when the show first started, this is the arc I see it going in. But there's no way after you do all those seasons that you still have the ending in mind. By the time you get to season 7, you're just kind of making shit up as you go. I guess this would kind of happen.
Just try to top yourself.
Yeah, do we kill him? Do we not kill him? Hey, we like to do a Sopranos movie. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's why they didn't kill. I heard Dexter, they wanted to kill. The writers wanted to kill him, and Showtime said no.
Too much money in this
I thought it was a bad decision, but they wanted to maybe make a film or something. That was, I heard, was that the writers, so a lot of times the writers want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they just get bored. I'm sure they want to just write it out new people.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what it was even with us on Eastbound. It's we were planning Eastbound to be done after the 3rd season, and we went in and pitched them Vice Principals, and they were like, we'll do Vice Principals, but you have to do one more season of Eastbound. And so, I don't know. I mean, I loved writing for that show, but like anything, after a while, you're just like, man, I want to write something that doesn't involve a guy who throws baseballs and has a mullet. I want to write like other stuff.
Yeah,
sure.
I think that was the Stallone deal. I think the reason he did the last Rocky movie was because he wanted to do another Rambo, or vice versa.
Oh,
and they were like, "We'll do another Rambo, but you got to do another Rocky or something like that."
I loved that new Rambo. I just sat there smiling the whole time of all that fucking carnage. It was amazing.
I don't remember. I did see it too. It was good, right?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it was just like what Rambo was supposed to be. It was just people getting the shit blown out of them for the whole movie.
And like the bad guys are never developed. You just know that there's one bad guy with sunglasses, and that's just the leader of the bad guys.
It's like the last scene of Scarface, but for an entire movie.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the new Rocky was good. I like that. I mean, Rocky fights cancer. I was like, all right, it's in the ring with
the battle of his life.
He's hitting an IV bottle in the ring. But it was good because he looked kind of human. He looked old. I like that. I don't like I get tired of the macho shit.
Last night I got in here late last night and watched. I couldn't go to sleep, so I rented Logan on TV. I hadn't seen that yet.
Oh.
Fuck, that was awesome.
I cried at Logan.
Yeah, it was pretty intense, wasn't it?
Yes, I went on a date and I cried. A fucking Marvel movie.
Did you have to take off your 3D glasses so you could cry?
I did. I was just doing the old dab. I was doing the back of the finger dab. Yeah, it was really good though.
It was
I don't like superhero movies either. I loved it.
It was great. I mean, not just like seeing those claws go through people's faces and skulls. It was just like, wow, this is amazing.
And the kid was like that part, and Jim had hit him on more of an emotional level. Like,
I was hit by that as well. Like every time I leave my family, I always get like these weird dark thoughts about what will happen if something happens and I never come back, and my son has to be raised by my neighbor or something. So I was just watching that like, yeah, Logan is a pretty badass dad, I guess. Maybe I should be like him more.
How old is your son?
He's 5.
So your mom hasn't wanted to do puppet shows for him?
Not yet. I think maybe we're going to get him into the business. Maybe he can continue it. You know?
Yeah.
Would you want her to do it religiously or not?
Whatever she would want to do, I'm down with. Yeah, I wouldn't care.
So do you have anything that you can show him in terms of your work?
I don't, but he still watches a lot of the stuff. He knows what Dad does. Yeah.
It's just dirty words. I mean, it's nothing.
Yeah. We like play a little game all the time when his mom's gone, where we just like go in front of the Apple TV and just start watching trailers, and it will start with something very innocent, and then by the end it's like to the Predator trailer, just testing him, seeing what he's made of.
What does he like?
Weirdly, he doesn't like cartoons. He likes stuff with real people in it. Like,
that's awesome.
Something like the Predator trailer didn't spook him at all, but then watching Zootopia, he has to sleep in my room for like 3 weeks.
What is Zootopia?
It's a Disney movie.
It's like a cartoon.
I didn't watch it, but something happens where someone's eyes get big and they get angry, and that's like all I hear about all the time.
That freaked him out.
Yeah.
Wow. But instead you watch a Predator.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, let's calm down. Let's watch Predator. Let's calm down.
Well, the trailer didn't scare him, but the whole movie might.
That works out great for you.
It's great.
Yeah, because every other parent complains about the fact that they have to watch cartoons all the time.
Yeah, no, he's we showed him Goonies because obviously that's important.
You did end up getting
How about Ghoulies?
Yeah, not Ghoulies. Ghoulies we'll wait on.
I don't remember Goonies. I saw it when I was younger. I don't remember it.
Oh, dude.
It's amazing, yeah. It was one of my favorite movies as a kid, and even recently it was my son's spring break from elementary school, and I took my family to Portland, and we rented a car and drove to Astoria where they shot the Goonies, and they have like the Goonies houses there.
Really?
The jail that they break out of in the beginning is like the Goonies Museum. It was awesome.
That's so amazing.
Cool. Yeah.
I think Goonies is so respected. I feel like now, like, movie studios still, when they want to do some kind of family movie around kids that everybody can watch, they still look to do, like, we want to do something like a Goonies type.
Yeah.
Like a Goonies type, it's still thrown around.
I know I've seen it and I just don't remember. By the way, Danny is promoting Alien Covenant in theaters this Friday. You probably don't even need to mention it. Everybody knows. Well, I saw the trailer for it.
Does it freak you out at all? Like, or do you care about the box office of this movie? Like, you want people to see it, but
of course. You want people to. You hope that people dig it, and you put your time into it, and you hope people like show up and see it. Yeah, it'd be great.
Does it freak you out when what was it, King Arthur? Mm-hmm. Was the movie that came out this week? I was just thinking of that,
yeah.
Yeah, it bombed.
$17 million or something, or $14 million?
And it cost like $175 million to make, and like looking at the trailers and stuff, it's one that...
Who's in it?
The guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, I don't know if people want to see King Arthur at this point. Not that it's a bad movie, but like a lot of times, I don't care a lot about King Arthur at this point. I'm not. I have Game of Thrones on,
but it's
how much do we need?
It looks super badass. Like it looked.
Okay.
Does that like freak you out at all? Like, that seems like a movie that would do well?
It doesn't freak me out because it's kind of, it's hard to know what will work or what doesn't. So, it's not my money, and I hope I just hope that people dig it, yeah.
Well, are you kind of happy? Are you kind of happy when other movies shit the bed because then your movie will look better?
That's true. Nobody's going this week to see
I love when I'm watching a comedian, if he goes up there in his death and he's sweating through his shirt. Oh, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to look this bad. Awesome.
I've never looked at it that way, but maybe I should, yeah.
Because now, it's not like anybody's going this Friday to see King Arthur. Like, that's Dunsky. Now the field's wide open for the Alien movie.
Well, you also think, like, all that money that people would have spent on something, they'll spend on your movie. Like, people only have so much money to go out and watch a movie. I guess. Yeah, what do I know? Just fucking guessing.
Yeah, look at you trying to be relatable.
Exactly.
You're
big
trying
mogul.
to be Joe Lunchbox.
Couple of moguls. We only got a few dollars. Shut up, Jim.
What are you talking about? People go to the movies every week.
People get their allowance every week. That's still what happens.
Yeah, I know. But the quick key of the story is I'm an asshole.
Your government-funded movie allowance comes in.
How long? But it probably won't be long before it winds up on TV or on iTunes. I mean, movies wind up there really fast.
Yeah, it seems like 2 months or so later. Yeah, isn't that nuts?
Yeah. So going right to video is no longer humiliating.
Yeah.
No, digital release is a big thing now.
It's not great, but it's not as humiliating as it was.
Yeah. I don't mind it because, like I said, I have kids, and so if I get a sitter, I don't want to just sit in a movie theater, So I don't mind seeing those box office movies in the comfort of my home. I love that. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
There's a horror movie that came out, digital release, that I thought I was going to hate, but I just decided to buy it on iTunes, and it's called Clown. You see the movie Clown?
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
It was actually really good.
He's like turning into a clown slowly, right?
Yeah, about the father who's the clown outfit and then he can't take it off. I actually want to see that.
Yeah, it's really good. It's brutal, too.
I interview not that anyone wants to hear about Chip Chipperson, but Chip. The next episode is Chip as a clown, and he interviews a woman who is a clown.
Chip Chipperson is Jim's alter ego. Yeah, he doesn't have full control.
But we just talked about this woman. This woman was against it. A lot of clowns hate that shit.
Yeah,
they drive them crazy.
Oh, like they don't like negative portrayals of clowns.
They hate all of these movies that make clowns look bad.
Yeah, and I mean it's got to be pretty annoying if you dedicate yourself to being a clown and then you see shit like Poltergeist, and you're like, God damn it! This just set our industry back decades.
Yeah. Literally in the movie Clown, the clown eats children. So it's like,
but I think
that's got to be the worst case scenario for a
Who
clown.
wants to be a happy clown, just dancing around like an asshole? You feel stupid.
Probably the clowns that make money doing it,
bouncing a ball. How humiliating!
It's really tough to make money being a scary clown.
Yeah, because it definitely feels like they've put Ronald McDonald on the bench. I feel like they're not leading. McDonald's is never really leading with Ronald McDonald.
No. Now you got just a bunch of cool kids going da 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 da.
Yeah, you don't need a clown to. Nobody wants to see that because clowns are just there's anything creepy about an adult that interacts with kids these days is also seen as creepy. So Ronald, hey kids, you're like, who the fuck are you?
That's true.
Or any figure, unless you're in a full costume and you're like a goat or an elephant.
Yeah.
But if you're like a man dressed as a kid, there's been dressed in a way that kids like. It's just seen as weird now.
Yeah, when you see that white makeup and you can see beads of sweat on their forehead, it just seems creepy.
Yeah, that guy's making me uncomfortable.
Because that's that human thing. Like, oh my God, there's a man sweating.
A man under there.
Yeah, his fingers smell inside those gloves. If it's a movie about someone killing kids, that's okay. But if it's like someone that could be kind of creepy-ish and like a bit handsy, you're like, ugh.
Yeah. Or the drunk clown that shows up in Uncle Buck.
I don't remember that
guy probably wasn't portraying clowns that well.
My memory is going.
You remember Uncle Buck?
Yes, I do.
It's a great movie.
I wish John Candy was alive.
Me too.
Did you know him?
He's not?
No, he passed away.
My memory's gone too.
Yeah, we didn't mean for you to find out.
I know, he was the funniest though, wasn't he? He was
funny.
Yeah, he was great.
Every movie he showed up in, amazing.
Did you ever work with him or no?
I think like 10 years old.
Oh, was it that long ago he died?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's a foolish question.
Well, maybe. How old are you now? I'm 48.
I'm 40.
Yeah, he died 30 years ago.
John Candy was way dead by the time
what year did he die?
Danny McBride's first
Troy,
movie.
can you use that mouse?
I feel like he was in the 90s, right?
You might be right.
He definitely died in the 90s. Like, Who's Harry Crumb was like his last big movie.
I think he had like a Western movie or something that was one of his last ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Do you have a favorite thing that you've done, or do you not reflect like that? Or just maybe something you had the best time doing?
Any of this, honestly, I've been lucky enough to, like, almost everything I've worked on, I've had a good time on, Stuff like Vice Principals and Eastbound is fun because it's all the guys that I went to college with work on that show. So that's pretty sweet, but everything's fun. I mean, Alien is awesome. I mean, when you show up to work on something like this and you're just, walking around with guns and there's aliens chasing you, it's awesome. It doesn't seem like work.
Did your college friends that you do stuff with get insecure when you started working with the Franco crew and the Apatow crew? Like, whoa. We kind of had our own thing going on over here. Like,
and you're not bringing them along?
Yeah, they're
like, yeah, I get this is the end, but that's more like you and their friends, right? Like, you're not in that.
It was kind of like we were swinging. They're like, it's okay if you go there, but you got to bring them to our party every now and then. Yeah. It's like, okay.
94, by the way, John Candy died.
So I was.
94. I'm wrong.
What was I? 18 years old then.
Okay, I was a fool.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't know. Do you work with Spencer Tracy? I'm a little fucking dick I am.
Once.
You're not doing anything with the Disaster Artist movie, are you?
You know what? I did an interview for it, so I think I'm like a talking head interview for.
What's the Disaster Artist?
That's the movie about the making of The Room.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Are you in that?
Just like an interview.
I've never seen The Whole Room.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, I used to watch it me and my friends would watch it once a year.
It's not very well acted.
No, it's pretty amazing though. It's great.
My favorite interview I've ever done is with Tommy.
Oh, wow.
I had Tommy Wiseau in here for an hour once, and he was like, as Tommy Wiseau as you could possibly imagine. And then off the air, he was even more Tommy Wiseau.
I loved, when I first moved to L.A., there was always, a billboard that I think it was on La Brea or something that was always, The Room, and it was Tommy's face. It was, call for bookings of screenings or something, and it was up there for years, and I was always like, what the hell is this?
That's his cell phone number?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's his own phone number.
But it was definitely being presented as if it was a hard-hitting drama, and then years later it was being rebranded as a dark comedy.
No, dude. No, it wasn't. Because he thought it was going to be nominated for an Academy Award. So he looked into everything, you needed theatrical release and you needed this. So he bought himself the billboard, and then he started booking theaters himself because he wanted to present to the Academy that this is
the real thing.
This is eligible for an Oscar.
That movie's amazing, and even if you just look at it from the standpoint of a writer, it's every scene starts with the characters entering the room. They say what they have to say, and then they all leave the room. So every scene is hi, how's it going? Good to see you. Okay, and then they talk about it bye, and they all leave.
So every scene is written in your head. I have to introduce them.
Yes, and it's crazy.
That is pretty poor writing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I've seen scenes from it, and the scenes I've seen were very funny, very enjoyable.
When you did Foot Fist Way, did you buy all the equipment, or did you rent it?
I think we bought a large portion of the budget of the $50,000 budget went to the gear.
Tommy Wiseau purchased everything, and he shot it on film and HD video and everything. He did not rent a goddamn thing. You
think he overspent?
He did overspend a little bit, yeah. I just love it. I love it. I can revisit that movie anytime.
It's brilliant.
We have to wrap with Danny. They're telling us.
Speaking of movies, you're going to be able to revisit anytime.
Good one. Smooth.
Alien Covenant comes out this Friday in theaters, and this is good because I like to still go to the movie theaters, and this is the exact a movie like this is the exact reason why you should still go. This is something that you want to watch in a theater.
Yep.
You want to get your popcorn. You want to do the whole deal. This is a movie that will. It will be lacking from a home theater setting.
I would totally agree. The sound design on this, the visual effects, the whole deal. I mean, Ridley thinks about it all. So
plus, it's Ridley Scott. This is a guy who was raised making film for film projector movie theaters.
Yes, I don't think we needed the popcorn line, though. That wasn't very helpful.
It
wasn't. You don't have to paint the picture.
You can have hot dogs.
You get your popcorn, you simmer down, you shut up.
I guess most theaters have a fairly wide variety.
Exactly. Bring your own snacks if you need. We know.
Yeah. You can save a little money.
All right. Thank you, Danny. We're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to go shit my brains out.
Is this new Kendrick? Welcome back. It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Jim is, this is not good. This is really not good.
It's been a while.
He's been in there for a while. Jim is, he's shitting. Thanks to Danny McBride for coming in. If you listen to the end of that interview, you know that Jim was going to shit immediately after the interview, and Jim does not bluff. Whatever Jim says is going to go on during the breaks happens during the breaks. Jim is still on the toilet. His eggs are sitting here getting cold. His iced coffee is the ice is melting into the coffee. It's untouched. We may need to get some kind of a shit update from him. Is there anybody that we can send into the bathroom? Troy, can you run down there and just make sure that Jim's okay?
You want me to call in?
Yeah, if need be. Bring your phone just in case, and if you have to call in, you will. By the way, I should promote the fact that if you don't have the SiriusXM app, make sure that you do. I know that Jim Norton has told you all we're across the board now on SiriusXM 103, but get the app because then you can listen to the shows on demand. And Friday's show was so much fun. Not only did we get into staff drama, we had Neil deGrasse Tyson in here. We had Sinbad in here, and it was amazing. It's just the best possible system to catch up on anything that you may have missed on the show. Using the SiriusXM app, you can get the show on demand now as much as you want.
Not to mention our replay changes today.
Oh, that's right. We're not going to be on the replay anymore.
Well, we are, but it's just later.
It's on at 11 o'clock Eastern.
11, yeah.
The old 9 p.m. Sam Roberts show slot is gone.
Yep.
So we have Nick DiPaolo debuting this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then Covino and Rich debut. I think I just heard their promo.
Yes.
This evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. So today, I guess, this is what the channel is going to sound like. This is what Faction Talk is, and I will take responsibility for my 3 hours. That's all I can do. That's all I can promise you is 8 until 11, and I can't even necessarily promise you that every day. But I will do my very best to make that happen. We're awaiting the update now, the Jim Norton toilet bowl update. We sent Troy Kwan down there.
How great is it, by the way?
Why?
Danny McBride. Every guest that you've gotten in here, and you bring up the room, they all love the room.
Everyone loves the room.
And it's not this, politically correct, everybody's art is
no.
Everybody's like, fuck yeah, that movie's awesome.
Because I think that the Hollywood people, the people who work in movies and make movies, like Danny McBride said he watches The Room in the context of a writer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which
I've never thought of that
Me
way.
neither. And now I have to go back and watch again.
Yep.
So I can see that every scene starts and ends so formulaically. But I think everybody feels better watching it. I think everybody that makes movies for a living knows how difficult it is to make movies. So to watch somebody fuck it up so badly, because it's everybody's dream. The only reason anybody works in show business is because it's their dream. So they have all this, not only is it difficult to pull off, but all this emotion is tied to it. And then to be able to watch somebody fuck it up, it's like, oh, good.
And they probably
fucked it up worse than me.
They probably don't consider Tommy to be part of the Hollywood community.
No, I don't think so.
Although,
I don't think so. He's more of a mascot.
He's going to have his moment.
You think so?
When the Disaster Artist comes out?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but he's going to be very, very difficult, I would imagine. It's not going to last long.
Yeah.
Jim, you're back.
Yes.
You have to turn your mic on.
I'm back.
How was that?
I'll say
it was a long one.
It's probably a 9 flesher.
Oh my God. They're gonna need a plumber?
Yeah, no, it's just I got the shits.
What do you think did it?
It might be a little bug. If there was a stomach bug going around, I may have that. I don't know. I don't feel well at all.
9 flesher?
Oh, terrible.
Oh, so you did not want to get off.
No. It was pure liquid.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
oh.
Exactly.
Troy, was he already washing his hands?
I had Augustus Gloop stuck in my colon. I had walked out when I saw Troy. How long was I gone for?
A chocolate river. At least 10 minutes, if not more. I mean, we did...
Oh, yeah, probably 15 minutes.
We did a double break. We did a live read. We did a bit, to buffer. And then I was on the air. So... It was a long one. You didn't even get to eat your eggs or your iced coffee or anything.
I can't finish my coffee. That's going to mess me up.
Oh, no.
I got such a long day today, too.
What do you got to do today?
Those documentary guys, they're shooting... It's up for something in England, and they're shooting me doing stand-up, and they're shooting me doing the UFC podcast.
So you got to do stand-up tonight?
Monday's my busiest day. If it wasn't for those guys, I probably would have canceled everything today, and I never take sick days.
Right.
I'm just not sick that often. But there's this stuff. Matt Serra had it, and a lot of people I know have had this bug. It's like a 24-hour bug.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's anything more than that.
You could have a parasite.
I don't know if I eat anything that would give me a parasite.
Don't you have sushi sometimes?
I do.
Yeah, that can give you a parasite.
But I haven't had it recently.
Well, those things lay dormant sometimes.
Maybe.
So it could be a parasite.
Maybe it's an alien.
Ooh, it could be an alien.
No, it's not.
Could be.
No.
Movie tie-in.
Oh, very good, Travis. That's the whole movie is for Friday. It's just me on the toilet shitting. Did you feel chilly now, though?
You do? You got the chills?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, you probably have no energy because, you know, you can't keep anything down and you're shitting so much. There's more coming out than there is going in.
Well, this is the first time it came out.
But it was a lot. 9 flushes worth.
But it beats puking.
Yeah.
Like it beats
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Troy's not on. It does beat getting sick. And once you're like, you remember when Tyson said the other day, you know, Tyson said he had that thing recently where he was shitting like an animal?
Oh, yeah, because he ate all those hot wings.
Oh, the hot wings did.
Because he did the hot wing challenge. At least he got some YouTube hits off it, though. What'd you get?
Great story for the radio. I tried taping it.
When is that coming?
I'll be in a little while.
Oh, okay.
After I shit my pants at the console.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
There's I was going to tape it for you.
I would have liked to take a listen.
I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded that.
A video.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
I had sleep well. I woke up at 5:30, man. I went to bed nice and early last night. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, just heart's beating fast. Like, I laid on my side. I could feel it against the bed, like boom, boom. I'm like, do I gotta go to the fucking emergency room?
What time did you go to bed?
Like around midnight, maybe a little before.
I wish you'd gone to the emergency room so they could have told you nothing was wrong. They're like, you got a stomach bug, Nana. What are you worried about?
I would have gone if it felt worse. If I didn't have such a busy day, I would have considered it. You
didn't go to the emergency room because you have a busy day today?
Yeah, I'm like, it's probably nothing. It probably is nothing, to be honest. It's almost always nothing. But I felt a little bit last night, like a little in my chest, like a little like, So I'm like, let me see. When you woke up and you can't get back to bed and your heart's got this fast. Paul Stanley had to cancel a show once because his heart was beating really fast. Like abnormally.
You think you're like Paul Stanley?
From what I've heard about him, we have a lot in common. I don't know, but I am.
There's definitely something going around.
There is, right?
I know people that have gotten stomach flu.
Like the shits?
Yeah, my buddy had it. It was 2 days. He was pretty bad. So
shitting
really bad.
2 days. I get this. Oh yeah, I'm doing the Comedy Cellar tomorrow night. My 1 hour thing. Colin can't do it.
What thing?
Yeah, 1 hour thing I've been doing. I'm working on my new material, and it's pretty together now.
Like new joke thing.
Yeah. But Tuesday night I'm doing that.
Where?
It's at the Comedy Cellar around the corner of Fat Black Pussycat. Very small room. It's where Colin works out his stuff. I wish there was a way I could push. I have to do an interview with these documentary makers. I got to do UFC Unfiltered. Supposed to do 2 sets.
Just haven't filmed me.
No, because then they'll just chop me out.
I'll represent you well, though.
No, you won't. You'll tell them bad things.
They'll go, so what's co-hosting like with Jim Norton? I'll be like, it's fine, but I will tell you, something that I've noticed about me is just give them no material about you.
I wonder if a steroid shot would knock it out of you quick.
You should take steroids.
Sometimes if I've been really, really sick, I get a steroid shot. It literally just knocks it right.
I don't need to get all muscular.
I don't have any. No, I have to go to the doctor. No, it's like just enough to just whatever it is, just push it out of the way.
Yeah,
maybe. Although I've heard it's not like a week-long thing.
You think it's 24 hours?
Yeah, 24, 30 hours, whatever. I've heard it's a pretty quick one that kind of comes and goes.
Don't make me shit.
I hope you do.
I'd be so annoyed at you.
Well, I didn't make you.
I got things to do. I can't afford to be getting stomach bugs.
Can you make it warmer in here?
You get in the show? That's so warm, though.
It's not warm.
Yeah, it's really warm.
Yeah, I'm going to take my hoodie off, actually, because
cool.
I'd rather just have a T-shirt on because it's warm in here.
I'd rather see you in a T-shirt.
Yeah, let's all take off our clothes. It's really warm.
I'd like that a lot. Everybody's getting all naked.
Jim's just faking so he can see us naked.
Yes, I am. This whole thing's a ruse.
Jim would actually hate it. We'd all get naked, and he'd be too weak.
Yeah,
I'm too weak to satisfy all of you.
Well, I don't think I'd want to do that anyway.
Yes, you would.
No, fuck the Peckers. The Chip's Mother's Day special is out. Travis was on it, Sam was on it, and Anthony.
Yeah. Chip was mean to Travis. He doesn't understand good-natured anything.
It was a lot of fun.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good.
Regrettably.
Yeah. And I forget what you said. It was very funny.
Outfit.
I can't think.
Did you hear about the latest airport problem?
JetBlue, yeah.
JetBlue. So, now, here's the thing, Troy. Mars said that the mouse was fine.
Yeah.
Mars blamed... I talked to Mars when you were out of the...
Operator error?
When you were out of the room, Mars blamed operator error.
No, because it'll work for a second, then it just stops.
He said, I don't know what Troy's problem is. The mouse works.
He knows it doesn't work. He has to. I mean, look.
He did. He blamed operator error.
Do you see the mouse up there?
I see it right there.
There, now
okay, yeah, it's working perfect. All right, good, you got it. So I guess it was operator error.
Yeah, but watch, now it won't work in a second.
Well, it looks like it's working. So, yeah, family flew JetBlue with their cake. They were
what was it, a buttercream cake?
Buttercream cake. They wanted to bring their cake home with them.
Oh, they're going home? Or they're going to celebrate?
I don't know. I can't imagine buying.
They were going to celebrate.
So they bought a cake at home and brought it with them?
Maybe it's her favorite food. I'm going to guess.
I think it's from a good bakery or something.
Yeah, I'm going to guess she loves
everywhere.
Yeah. But I'm going to guess she loves the buttercream cake from this bakery. That's probably her special treat.
Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
You Stop and Shop?
Yeah, just $12 cake. Put it in your mouth.
Get a cookie cake.
You don't get a fancy cake?
No, I like ice cream cake.
Me too.
Yeah, you can get that anywhere.
I can't eat it right now, though. I'll be on the bowl.
Oh, no. You don't want a little coffee and ice cream cake?
You know what? Ice cream cake would probably be good for me. It's nice and clean. It's right out.
I would love it if somebody placed a slice of ice cream cake in front of you right now.
Yeah, well, guess what? We both love the same thing. Because I'd gobble it up. I can't eat my eggs. I'm so hungry.
So you're going to eat the ice cream cake instead?
No, I shouldn't eat anything.
No.
Right?
But why?
Oh, eat something.
Why?
Just put some sort of nutrition in your body?
I don't want to vomit.
Why would you vomit? You're shitting, not vomiting.
Yeah, well, there's nothing in my stomach.
It's a different deal. If you're going to vomit, you'd already be vomiting. Pink pants.
It's not true, and they're salmon colored.
Sorry.
They're salmon colored.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be inaccurate with my description. Yeah, it's so stupid to travel with a cake. It makes no sense.
Do it through TSA with a cake? So you have to x-ray a cake?
Oh,
breaking someone out of jail?
Exactly. There's a file baked into the cake. Yeah, it's dumb. There's bakeries everywhere. Just get Hostess. Get Entenmann's.
Yeah, they have a display at the
Another guy got kicked off a Delta flight for using a bathroom as the plane waited. Were they on an active taxiway?
That was old.
Talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that already.
What happened?
There was a whole video and everything. Yeah, they were on an active taxi. He got up. They kicked him off. It was a whole thing.
I didn't see that.
Jim's hallucinating.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago.
Well, maybe I wasn't here that day.
I don't know. Maybe, but it was a big story 2 weeks ago.
This one's about cake.
Yeah, we're trying to talk about cake.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was the same guy.
Ooh, cake for the passenger.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. How about a little buttercream cake for the chipper? Not money. I need some buttercream cake.
So once they got kicked off the plane, was there somebody back there going, "Who's gonna eat the fucking cake?
Yeah, the cake's gonna go bad. How about the
fucking cake?
How about a piece of buttercream cake for the chipper?"
Did you think that? Look, unless they're throwing a party on the plane, unless everybody on the plane is going to get a slice of cake, do not bring a cake on the plane. It's so stupid.
You know, one time I left a cake out in the rain.
Did you? What happened?
Got wet.
What was it doing outside?
I don't know. Someone just left it.
Oh.
And this wasn't like a quick flight either, right? This was like New York to Vegas?
New York to Vegas.
You wouldn't bring a cake on a plane?
No.
It's in a Samuel Jackson movie. Cakes on the plane.
I'm tired of these motherfucking cakes on this motherfucking plane. Yeah, no, absolutely not. I would not bring a cake on a plane. You're going to Vegas. What? Well, I have my cake. What are you going to do? Okay.
She likes a good buttercream cake. They probably figured a cake there would cost $60.
How much is a buttercream cake here?
I mean, it was obviously a lot more. They probably priced it.
You think so? Obviously, right? That goes without saying.
It was a renowned Tony's Minis Bakery.
You're getting it from home. You can get it every day.
No.
So you go.
They're a cake enjoying. They're a family who likes cake. They're cake people.
You bring it on the plane. The plan is to get off the plane.
Buttercream is the best.
I'm going to have to hold my cake online for rental cars. I'm going to have to hold whoever's in the passenger seat, probably the wife. The man does the driving. So the wife has to hold her cake in the passenger seat of the car while we drive.
Don't let the kids have it. They'll start snipping at that cake.
We're going to go check into the hotel. Can I help you with your bags? Yeah, you can carry these bags up, but I'll hold the cake.
We'll lug the cake. Do you have a refrigerator?
Put it? We're going to lug the cake upstairs. Do you have a fridge? Yeah, but it's small. It's not going to fit that cake. Like the fridge is for Toblerones and mini Jack Daniels bottles. There's no room for a cake.
I like a piece of buttercream cake.
Yeah, you would.
I bring cake on the plane all the time with my luggage.
And then this whole journey, this now cake that's been sitting in the Vegas heat and the stale airplane air.
It's still good, though.
And been sitting in a rental car. Now we're going to bring it with us to the hotel restaurant. And hand it, to the hotel restaurant person? No, he's like, well, we do cake here. You can just tell us when you're coming. Yeah, but we like this cake.
No outside food.
Yeah, can you just cut this cake up for us and then serve it to us as if it's your food?
I'll bet you that that's probably her favorite food. It was a birthday treat, a cake from Tony's.
Yeah, but they were fine with putting it, in the overhead.
Yeah.
Shit can get ruined up there. You can't care about a cake that much.
Well, then they put it on the floor.
Well, yeah, because they were told to.
Yeah, they didn't know where to put it.
I'll bet it didn't fit under the seat.
No.
There's no way a cake box fits under an airplane seat.
Can you imagine stepping over someone to go to the bathroom and you put your foot in a goddamn cake?
And you go like this? You go, I'm trying to go to the bathroom and now there's cake all over my goddamn foot.
You'd be so angry stepping in a cake.
Oh, my goddamn foot has icing on. There's buttercream all over my goddamn shoe.
Yeah, why don't you and the kids lick the buttercream off my feet? You're ruining my shoes.
I'm going to take my shoes off. You and the kids lick the buttercream off.
Lick my feet.
Or we just step on it on purpose because there's a fucking cake in your way.
Oh, yeah. If another passenger brought their cake. Here's what
I can get you in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. Reddit will never forget. Here's what I would love. If the person with the cake was sitting right next to a person with one of those
glass of milk, and then they shared.
I hate the way you just said glass.
Why? Glass of milk with my cake.
I would love it. If they were sitting next to a guy who brought on an emotional support dog, and then they put the cake under the chair, and they just fell asleep, and they woke up to an empty box and a sick dog with icing all over its mouth.
Yeah. Liquid shitting on the rug.
Yeah. And now all you've got is dog shit in front of you where there was once cake. Because while you were sleeping, an emotional support dog ate all your plain cake. And it's your fault. Because then people go, oh, I had this cake. I had all this goddamn cake. And the dog ate it. You'll never imagine the dog.
I can't believe the dog ate my goddamn cake. I'm going to sue the airline.
And then I'll look at you and go, well, why'd you bring the cake on a plane?
And I'd say, because my wife likes this cake.
My wife insists on eating this cake on her birthday. It has to be on the day of. Can't you just say, honey, we'll celebrate your birthday the day we get home. The day we get home from Vegas, we'll go to the bakery, we'll get you a goddamn cake.
Maybe the husband just wanted to make it special.
And he thought this was the way to do it. Husband is a moron if he thought this was the way to do it.
All right, I'll be right back.
You got to shit again?
Yep.
Oh, no. Do you really?
Yep.
Have a swig of coffee before you go.
No, that won't help.
Come on, have a swig of coffee.
No.
You going?
Yeah. We're getting you some medicine.
What kind of medicine?
AZT.
Cold and flu?
Yeah, but make sure it's
cold and flu.
Well, cold, whatever. What are you supposed to get?
That's not for shitting.
That's what I was told to get.
You get Pepto for what do you get?
No, because Pepto makes you not shit.
Cold and flu is just for your nose and throat.
No, but it's also for your aches and pains. I'm achy. I'm very achy.
Achy?
It's not the right stuff.
Yeah, I don't want Pepto because I want to shit.
Cold and flu medication will do nothing for your stomach.
Yeah, but shitting is okay.
But if he has body aches and he's really cold, that's going to help.
You take some Tylenols.
I'll be right back. But shitting is good, though, to get it out of you. You should shit. I don't want to not shit.
Do you want to call the show from the bathroom?
I don't know if I'll get in trouble.
I'll make sure you don't get in trouble.
Okay.
I'll put in a good word for you.
I'll call the show from the bathroom.
Bring a cake with you.
I'm going to make one. Why?
Just go to the fucking bathroom, bro. You just look at the toilet and see a cake box at the bottom of the stall. It's my wife's favorite. I got to bring it to the bathroom with me so nothing happens to it.
By the way.
Yeah, tell me.
Somebody had to shit.
Oh, I hope he shits his pants.
So do I.
And then they go ahead.
The fucking upstairs bathroom.
Yeah.
How about we have some music up there?
I hate that.
Why is there no music?
What do you need music for?
So you don't have to listen to everybody shitting.
Oh, I get you.
You want to hear that?
So go downstairs.
No, it's too crowded. Everybody's there.
Every stall is always full at this time in the morning.
I hate that with my fucking...
I like going in... You know why I like peeing in the first floor bathroom?
You like looking at cocks.
No. So... Just no thought put into it. I like watching all the management go into the stalls because I know they're going to shit. You ever notice which management goes when?
Yeah, sometimes I try to recognize the shoes.
Oh yeah. Isn't it funny to watch management shit?
Yeah.
Because you're like, you're not different from me.
That's
You're
right.
the same. You're shitting right now.
You think they'd have an executive
Taylor!
bathroom.
Jim is shitting. That was Taylor. Yeah. Is she coming in or is she following Jim?
You want her to come in?
Yeah, you can come in. Taylor Strecker's here. Can you turn?
The camera's on me.
Well, it might happen. Jim is going to take a shit.
Oh.
Yeah,
in the middle of your show.
Yeah, well, he's got the shits today. So,
where's he sitting?
He was sitting at the board.
I don't want to sit in his.
Yeah.
Shits are very contagious.
Are they?
Very contagious. Yeah.
Mike 4, Troy.
4.
Yeah. There you go. It's right next to 3.
I got it. I know how to work the equipment. I run my own board.
There it is.
What are you doing here? Queen of England, not running your own board.
Jim decided he wanted to run the board.
Do you guys switch off?
Not really.
It was a false alarm.
Oh.
You're not going to shit now?
No, I think it was a false alarm.
Okay.
Wait, did you...
Was it all that talk? I'm going to go right back to talking about airplane cake. And hopefully
No. As I started walking, it just went away.
Tell the truth. Are you holding your shit really tightly in your butt cheeks because I'm here and you wanted to come back and talk to me?
No, I would love to try to guess her right now.
Do you know
Please
Taylor
don't.
from Wake Up with Taylor?
Yes, I know who she is, but I'm saying I couldn't hold it right now because of the consistency of it is not good. It's not a
liquid.
It's not a holdable one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the break, he had what the industry knows as a 9 flusher.
Yeah.
What's that?
I kept flushing.
That's where you have to flush the
I got
toilet
you.
9 times.
Yeah. I was like an endless stew supply.
He was an all-you-can-eat.
Well, I'm sorry you're not feeling well.
Yeah, but it's been going around. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't want to talk into your mic because I don't want to get the runs, you know?
Yeah, I don't want that either.
I got things to do this weekend.
Well, you got this weekend, it's Monday.
Yeah, I know. I'm already preparing.
What are you doing this weekend?
It's a quick one, though. They say it's a quick one. I've heard it's a 24 or 48-hour one.
The bug?
Oh, you know what? Maybe come over here and lick me because I would probably lose some weight, right? If I got the shits?
I think so.
That would be good.
I actually thought of that I'm going to lose a couple of pounds shitting.
You were happy about that?
Yeah, I want to eat eggs. I'm really hungry. I'm not sure it's just egg white.
Just have a bite.
Just egg white.
That might not do anything.
I don't think it will.
Troy?
You should have some nourishment.
You need some nourishment.
You need nourishment, bro.
You guys just want me to shit.
No, I don't. No, I don't. You have no energy. You are not doing your job as a co-host. I
never do my job as a co-host.
Okay, that's true. But today, I need you to have nourishment. You should eat those eggs.
No, because if I'm vomiting, I won't have any energy.
Oh, you're puking too?
No, I would just hate that if you started vomiting. Eat your eggs and have some coffee.
No, I don't know if I'll vomit. I don't throw up very often.
No.
Oh, I would have called out sick if I were you today.
Jim has no gag reflex, so that's why he doesn't vomit very often.
No, unfortunately, I do.
He's tested.
No, I can't. I can't call out today. I would have for the first time in a long time. I would have called in today.
Dayquil. It's not going to help his shits at all.
That's not going to help.
I don't. Thanks. I know.
This is so a bunch of guys working together. A woman would never get somebody Dayquil when they have the shits.
I asked. Hold on.
I have Pepto-Bismol in my bag. Would you like some? I got
no.
Why?
Because I don't want to stop my shit. Because I want to get it out of me.
God intended it to happen.
But maybe it will prevent you from throwing up a little bit.
I don't feel there's nothing in my stomach to throw up.
Okay.
Troy just Googled, is there a stomach flu going around? The answer is yes, always.
Well, then I think I'm going to have to go then because I really don't want to get sick.
Yeah, Pepto-Bismol sucked because you won't you won't take a dump. And then what?
Right. It just lives in you and festers?
No, but then you take one that's black. A couple days later, you take a black one.
Yes.
Tar shit.
It's a tar shit, and it's like, that would have been out of me yesterday. It makes you feel worse for longer.
That's true.
Taylor, what do you got going on this weekend that is so important?
I am going to Memphis in May, which is the World Championships of Barbecue.
I know what month it is.
Memphis in May. But, I'm going with this barbecue team.
So you're trying not to get the shits because you're going down to eat a whole bunch of barbecue?
And then I'll be shitting in a porta potty with a bunch of guys around me. That would be wonderful.
Why no hotel?
What?
Why a porta potty?
Because you're like on the site where there's the barbecue competition. It's like a big festival.
How long will you be there?
Why are you doing that? That sounds miserable.
That sounds fucking horrid.
What do you mean? You guys don't like barbecue?
Yeah, I like barbecue, but not shitting in a porta potty.
Well, I don't plan on shitting in the porta potty unless you get me sick.
How about this? You go to a barbecue fest, you just walk up, you get your food to go, you go home.
No, we're with the barbecue team. Like, they're competing. So we're there, supporting them.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah,
I wish so actually get me sick so I don't have to go.
Yeah. What do you mean? Are you doing it as part of your show?
Yeah, I'm going to cover it for the show.
Why? You mean you're talking to like women?
Do you think people are going to want to hear about that? Like, which sauce is the best?
Because we do food stuff.
You're talking to ladies.
Yeah,
ladies don't barbecue.
Ladies like to eat barbecue.
Sure they do.
They don't.
I will take you guys to their restaurant. It's out in Gowanus, Brooklyn. It's amazing.
What do you got to go to Memphis for?
It's called Pig Beach. It's
Pig Beach, I've gotten laid there.
It's super good.
I'll go to the restaurant. I like barbecue.
Okay,
Don't get me
I'll
wrong.
take you. You'll be my guest, and then you'll wish you were coming to the championship.
No, because I just eat it in Iguanas.
That's also true. You
Like,
just go to Iguanas. You have to fly down to Memphis.
Go all the way to Memphis to hang out outside
And my
all
girlfriend's
day.
shooting it, and I don't want to be away from her, okay? Is that good enough answer for you?
Your girlfriend, your life partner?
My life partner.
Okay,
Her lesbian girlfriend.
My lesbian girlfriend.
Oh, I didn't know you were gay.
She went lesbian
well,
after she got...
I don't really know what I am, but for now, I'm with a girl.
Wait, were you with a guy before?
I was married for 5 years to a guy.
She became lesbian after her divorce.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, as a man, how would I feel about that?
That's how you phrase it, right?
As a guy, you might feel good because, like, hey, there's nothing I could have done to keep her. Like, if she's gay, deep down, I couldn't have...
Because we don't really speak anymore, so I don't know how he feels about it, to tell you the truth.
You know what I would say? I'd be like, ugh. Obviously, she's fucking crazy without me. She thinks she's a lesbian.
Yeah,
now.
I'm
You
sure.
know what I mean?
I'm sure that's about how it goes.
You just you just allow it to inflate your ego in
Plus,
whatever way.
Well, his family loves to be the victim, so I'm sure like that I just handed it over to him.
Oh, you poor. Oh, he's such a poor man. We feel so bad for you.
For him.
You know, I can't believe you had to deal with her craziness. Obviously, she's a lunatic.
She must be so crazy. She's with a girl now. Yeah, I know how that story
spending
goes.
all her time eating box now. She's got to be crazy.
Lovely, Sam. Thank you for that.
What does your girlfriend do?
She's a videographer and photographer.
How'd you meet her?
She films barbecues.
I met her through work. We were friends. I thought I was so cool for having a lesbian for a friend, and then I decided just to make her my girlfriend.
Well, let me ask you, how did it happen, like, the first time? What, like... I think it'd be harder with someone you're friends with because you already have an established dynamic.
I know. Well, here's the thing. We were friends for so long, and I had seen her, like, whatever, flirt with girls or kiss girl or whatever, for a while, and it never bugged me. And then one night we were out, and this girl kissed her, and I was, like, insanely jealous. I'm like, what is going on? And so I'm like, I'm just drunk, and I'm, like, getting a divorce, and I'm crazy right now, right? I thought I was crazy.
She wanted to get her wedding ring off, but she wanted to hide it someplace.
You're disgusting.
So you saw someone give her a smooch-a-rooney.
Yeah, and I got jealous. And so then I decided I wouldn't say anything. And then, like, 3 nights later, I got drunk and decided to say, I got jealous and I kind of think I like you. And she was like, no. We're friends. We're not going down that path. I lose interest in people in, like, 2 seconds. You need me to be your friend right now, not that. So, and she was like, you're also crazy because you're straight.
It's been over a year now, though, right?
Oh, it's been like 2 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what happened? So she said, you're crazy. No.
Yeah.
This sounds like me a discussion Sam and I had.
Yeah.
So what happened?
And then once the cat was out of the bag, you comfortable? Once the cat was out of the bag.
Jim is sitting like a sick boy.
Like Troy, a sick boy.
Troy, can you tweet out a photo of how Jim is sitting right now? Because he is in that typical, like, I'm achy and sick and uncomfortable, so I'm going to
I want to get away from you guys. I'm for real. I don't want to get sick. I really can't.
Look how big the console is.
I'm not spitting at you.
I know.
So what happened? What, 3 days later you said, hey, I think I
like you. She said, nah. And then when during the day when we were sober, we were like friends. And then when we get drunk, it was like flirty. And then we were away for a work thing together. And we were staying in the same hotel room. And so then whatever.
You knew it was going to happen?
Yeah.
So you guys started kissing?
Okay, yeah, but that's where, and then that's it, and then we have.
Wait, was that the first time?
That's all we do is kiss.
Wait, was that the first time you ever did that?
Yes, in my life.
She was like, Taylor, like, she's got a lot of Catholic guilt.
Tons.
So, like, I think she might have always been, like, a secret lesbian.
Fair.
Except, because she
hated sex.
She would come on.
Hate blowjobs. Oh, disgusting.
Really? When she was
horrible.
Married. When she was married.
Do you want something? You have a bad gag reflex, right? Do you know what that's like?
I do.
He does.
Have you given a blowjob?
What? Taylor.
Does a Yankee wear a hat?
Yeah. Catcher have a mitt? What are you talking about?
So
yeah, that's my gay story.
She was never into men.
She used to come on, right?
I just thought no one was into men. I thought all girls were lying about liking sex.
She was like, the first time you went out?
She literally said girls don't like dicks.
You don't like it?
She thought that all girls just didn't like dicks.
I just thought I thought everybody was like full of it.
Wait, but did you feel different with a woman when you had oral sex?
I'm not going to answer that question. I don't talk about sex.
No?
No.
Is that a taboo question?
No, it's like, it's a taboo question for a fourth grader.
I don't think that's a very naughty question. It's like, because you're saying you didn't like blowjobs.
In the throes of intimacy.
Yes.
Did you find yourself enjoying it more than...
I'll say this. I used to go, I don't get why people are so, like, into being intimate. And then I was like, oh, I get it.
She likes having that.
Nope, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
That little button flicked.
Ew.
She likes to flick a bean too.
Yeah, they probably say that.
Yeah.
Hey,
hey, babe.
Lesbians?
You and your girl.
Yeah.
You and your girl probably say it to each other.
Hey, what do you say we skip this barbecue nonsense and we stay in for the weekend flicking beans?
You are foul.
What if we flick the bean for the weekend?
So is it hard for you to talk about? Because you talk about blowjobs very easily.
Yeah.
Well, no, I talk about hating blowjobs.
Right.
Talking about hating sex is fine. Talking about loving sex is not allowed in the Catholic religion.
She's still got Catholic
Is that
guilt.
what that is, Catholic guilt?
Totally, yes.
Why can't you love it?
She's not even supposed to be a lesbian.
Yeah, it's exactly,
You know?
right? So if I'm not supposed to be a lesbian, and on top of that, we're going to throw in this liking sex talk. Can't have it. Jesus is listening. Jesus is everywhere. Jesus is hot, by the way.
You know he's not real, right?
Like Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Does she not like when you talk about her junk?
Her junk? She doesn't have junk. Guys have junk.
Her lady junk.
I don't think that she would love it if I was talking about her private parts. No.
Why, do you have any questions, Tim?
No, I just interested in how you felt about it.
I like that you use the term private parts, though. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Her private area.
Yes.
Her bathrooms. Her bathing suit area.
Her no-no squares.
Her no-no.
That's what they're called.
That's cool. Probably took it.
Have I answered all your questions?
Took it to a place that
No, but I don't think you're going to answer a lot of them.
I'm probably not going to.
Now that it's been a significant amount of time, how have your listeners responded to your new lesbian radio show?
They love it. I think like Lindsay Lohan sucks as a straight person, but as a lesbian, she's the best. I think that's like me. I think as a straight person, I was awful. I was spoiled and obnoxious, and I was entitled.
Because you were doing something you didn't like, so you felt like you deserved payment.
I guess so. And now I'm like, I'm like the more laid back version of me. Because I'm like,
sense.
Happy, weird.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I'm less of a bitch now, so I think people are enjoying that part.
You got stress relief. Like, if I don't have any vagina in my life, I would probably be irritated too. So I get that. Troy, how much better you feel after you get vagina?
Oh, love the vagina.
Okay, so you understand where Taylor's coming from.
Of course.
Yeah. Like, it makes sense to, like, most of us that all women would be lesbians.
You know what I'll say? I get guys now, like, so much. I used to be a man hater. I hated all of you, except for Sam. Sam was the only guy I liked.
That's right, because I'm kind of a lesbian myself.
You're not masculine, no.
But I really didn't like guys,
like
and
Jane
now
Lynch.
I totally get guys. I feel bad for guys. Like, I'm like, damn, it's hard being a guy.
Why? Because the quest for
I'll
box?
say I am the breadwinner in the relationship, and that's a scary position to be in, being the breadwinner.
What do you mean in the relationship? You're both, like, you don't have any kids or anything. What do you mean?
Yeah, but she wants to get married and wants to have kids. So then I'm like, oh shit, I feel like my dad.
Do you think you're going to have kids with her?
I don't know. Wouldn't it be cool if my brother was the father?
Ew, that means your brother has to fuck you.
Not me, her. Well,
your
not fuck her. No,
that's
he
the
has
way
to.
it works.
No,
That's
that's not the way it works. That's the way it works in the show Shameless.
Tell me this. What if she goes like, yeah, you're married, right?
Okay, we're married.
Then she's like, yeah, of course, I've always wanted to have kids. And and you were like, yeah, my brother wants to, like,
artificially inseminate
act
you.
as the inseminate.
Yes.
And then she goes, yeah, I really want to do it like the old-fashioned way, and
That's
like
right.
I just feel like I would be closer to you.
No.
If like you stood even outside the room,
Or
you
if
don't
you're
have
in
to
the
be
room watching.
She wouldn't want to do that, though. She's disgusted by penises.
But no, I know, but that's why it's not. I swear, Taylor, I'm still disgusted by penises.
No,
it's not about the sex. It's just about I want to be impregnated that way.
I will not go down this rabbit hole with you.
And you can be in the room with me.
No,
and
I
you
wouldn't
can even
do that.
flick the penis.
You can hold their hands.
My brothers? Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, you can hold their hands while he.
No, thank you.
And you could say, I'm enjoying this while they're ignoring you. You could go, this is a beautiful ceremony of love.
And she's just like screaming at the top of her lungs.
No, that wouldn't happen.
In the throes of passion.
No, you just get a stranger, right? You go and look for stuff like, I guess wherever you go,
yeah.
you have that done. And you fix the qualities in the person.
Yeah, like did you go to Harvard? My brother is at Harvard. Check. Are you smart? My brother's going to be a doctor. Check.
How does she feel about that?
Is he good looking? My brother's hot. Check. She's kind of like, sure.
And then
we were talking about with her mom over the weekend on Mother's Day. Her mom was like, I think it's great. Because then he's like, still my DNA-ish. Right. And then we know he's going to be smart and hot.
Her girlfriend's going to be like, oh my God, Taylor.
But then what if they fall in love?
I just read in a book that you can only get pregnant doggy style.
No, shut up.
I mean, it's the only way that you can
You're a
get
horrible
pregnant.
person.
You can only, because it doesn't work a lot of the times otherwise. Unless you do it
that's
doggy
not a real
style.
thing.
But I want you to kiss me.
No, this is not happening.
So that way it's more intimate.
Yeah, that way it's like our baby while he's just back there doing his business.
Right.
No,
and then
that's
Taylor's
not
like,
how it's going to go down.
Taylor's like trying to kiss her, but like she's just like screaming and yelling the whole time. She can't focus on Taylor at all. I'm just saying.
I'm happy you're enjoying this fantasy.
No, I don't know how. I'm not an OBGYN.
Clearly.
Right.
Clearly.
So, but it could work that way, right?
Yes, I was hoping it would.
Yeah.
Are you going to be thinking about this later tonight with your penis in your hand?
I think so.
Or someone else.
You're going to be masturbating
yeah.
to my brother having sex with my girlfriend while kissing me.
Yeah, definitely. Jim, would you masturbate to that?
Yeah.
I don't masturbate, so I guess I don't get it.
You don't masturbate still?
Still don't.
Not even now you can think about women?
No, they can't do it.
Why?
Jesus, hello, haven't we covered this?
Jesus doesn't care if you make yourself come.
Yeah, you're already a lesbian.
He doesn't care.
Like, it's over
it's just
as far
not something,
as
you know
Jesus
what?
goes.
Stick with what you're good at. I'm not good at it.
Have your girlfriend teach you.
No. I listen, I'm fine. I got it.
Are you a prude?
Totally. Can you tell?
Because her girlfriend was like an experienced lesbian.
Does your girlfriend complain?
I'll bet she must be so frustrated with Taylor's
yeah, you like a
sexual inabilities.
Is your girlfriend like, what the fuck? What are we doing?
Yeah, probably.
Like imagine if you're like you're what? How old are you?
34.
Okay, so imagine you're 34. Your girlfriend's probably the same age.
No,
right?
She's younger.
How old is she?
29.
Okay, so still she's 30.
In her 30s.
So imagine you're 30 years old. You're dating somebody who's older than you. And Jim, like imagine you're with a girl who's 30. And she's like, and you take your pants off, and she's like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do with it?
Yep, that's about right.
You'd be like, oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but there's more to life than sex, guys, right?
Jim's the wrong guy to add. There's shitting.
There is, but...
Yeah, like snuggling.
Good times.
Watching Netflix. Drinking wine.
You're not actually supposed to watch Netflix.
No, Netflix and chill to me means watching Netflix and laying in bed.
This is like for 70-year-old lesbians.
You're a prude.
That's what I am. I am a 70-year-old lesbian. I just want companionship.
You're supposed to be like a 34-year-old lesbian.
Sorry, I'm not going to fulfill any sexual fantasies right now. I know. I should be going crazy. I should be eating box like Banana Town, but that's not me.
Banana Town.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys use toys?
No, I said no toy rule.
Double dog?
No. I don't want it. Why? I don't like penises. Why would I want to bring a plastic penis into the bedroom?
She might like one.
Just to fill it up.
Well, then she's with the wrong girl.
She might want you to strap one on.
Every now and then she might want to fill it up.
I would never strap it on. That is so horrible.
How many women have said that to me?
Famous last words.
No, I'm not gonna. You should put on like basically a jock strap. That's horrific.
But so explain to me this then. Okay.
What?
Okay, I get it. Well, why would we use a dildo if we don't like dicks?
Right.
Well, then what are you doing with your fingers down there, huh?
Yeah. Ooh, tell her, Sam.
Huh? What are you doing with your fingers?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, being in a relation with me is being sexless.
So your husband hated it, right?
Oh, wow.
Bunch of lousy hand jobs.
I didn't even bother. What's the point? You know what you're doing better than I know what you're doing.
Would you give blowjobs once in a while when you're with him?
Oh, no. I mean, I would literally, I would start and then I'd be like, are you done? Are you done yet? Are you done? Or I'd cry.
You cry?
No, from gagging reflex.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
That means he was packing, though.
Yep.
What would he do?
I'm here to make you soft, not here to make you hard. That's my slogan.
What would he say? Hey, this is terrible.
He just didn't. I think I married him because he kind of didn't bug me for sex.
How often did you see him?
But I thought that made him a gentleman.
How often did you?
Probably makes him,
It's not
also gay. I don't know.
Probably means he's
he isn't. He
finding
isn't.
extracurriculars.
Yeah, he probably was. I mean, that's fine though if he was or whatever.
What difference does it make to you?
I don't know. I don't care.
Only person you'd be jealous of is him because he got to hook up with all his chicks.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
I don't want to hook up with lots of chicks, though.
Just the one.
And if we broke up, her name's also Taylor. Taylor and Taylor. Could we be gayer? No, we could not.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably, I don't know, get set up with men again? I'm quite confused.
What guy would want that after this interview?
Good point. I would probably join a convent because that's about all I could get.
You just got to stop feeling guilty. There's nothing to be guilty about. It's stupid.
At this point, is that really going to go away?
You know what you got to do?
What?
You got to go right to level 10. You got to do some fucking crazy ass shit.
But why?
Because then everything less than that is not a big deal.
No, I'll
you do it once. Do some crazy.
Like what? Tell me what I should do.
Jim, you'd probably be able to handle this situation better than me.
Go to a sex club.
No.
See? Don't answer like that. You sound 5.
Troy.
Go to a sex club.
What's you know what I'm saying, right? To hit it to level 10, that way levels 1 through 9 are not a big deal. So you can find a nice middle ground at level 3, and it's not a big deal anymore.
Anal strap on.
No. Definitely not.
How about just meeting in showers?
No, to get peed on?
Or do it.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind getting peed on?
That's cool.
I don't mind bodily
would you pee on?
fluids like that. I mean, in the shower, maybe.
Nice.
Nice. I gave you something.
Nice.
There you go.
I was just surprised.
Yeah.
The Taylors are pissing on each other. I like that. Yeah. I like
we
that.
are not, but if I have to do something extreme, I'll take that over being penetrated in my ass by a dildo.
Well,
thank you.
How about you
no,
do
thank
it? Maybe
you.
she would want that.
No, she definitely would not want that.
Have you ever done it?
No, I gotta go.
Then, how do you know? Troy, like, what's one thing?
I'd say meet random guys on Tinder and just have anonymous sex.
What about that? What if you just started, if you broke up, God forbid, if Taylor was like, I need to actually get some action for a change, like, I need to end this relationship. What if you just did that? What if you were like, I gotta get back in the dating pool.
No.
I'm gonna meet people and have anonymous sex and just go about my day.
I can't do it.
Why?
Because I'm too scared of disease.
Of what disease?
All of them.
There's barely any anymore.
What are you talking about? There's so many.
You kidding me?
Take PrEP. You're not going to get AIDS.
Jim doesn't have any diseases.
I don't know if I believe that.
I know what you're saying.
Didn't you have something that you maybe got rid of? You know, like you can get rid of chlamydia, crabs, comes and it goes.
I had crabs 3 times.
I knew it.
Yeah, 2 were from the same girl back to back.
Damn, what was that like?
Itchy.
Itchy, yeah. It was,
what was worse, the crabs or how you feel right now?
Oh, the crabs. Now I just feel crappy. But I'm not infested with an insect.
How do you get rid of crabs? It's like pube lice. So
I used to have pubes back then.
You didn't have pubes? You did have pubes.
I did back then.
Yeah.
You had to shave it out like
not anymore.
Not anymore. I'm bald down there.
Oh, nice. You're really turning me on.
Totally bald down there.
Are you bald down there?
Yeah.
Why do you go bald down there?
Looks like a missile in an empty field.
Do you feel like a 12-year-old boy? Are you bald down there?
No.
Does your head hair look like your pube hair?
I don't. I don't talk about that.
By that she means there's just something stupid under her. Get it?
I have curly pubes. Everybody has curly pubes.
Yeah.
No, I had straight pubes. Like an Asian people have straight pubes. I had straight pubes.
Ew, what?
I know, it's weird.
Like Justin Bieber's hair when he first came onto the scene?
My pubes were straight. They sucked.
I probably would. Yeah, I would have shaved them.
You could have gotten a perm.
They're probably gray now too.
You're straight Asian gray.
Well, I'm happy you're bald down there now.
Yeah,
Good for
I'm
you.
totally
way to be
bald
sexy
down there. Ooh.
Yeah, way to make me hot.
And my butthole is not hairy at all.
It's not. That's good.
Yeah, my taint is not bad.
Yeah.
I like them all licked.
You like to go from the butthole up the taint, around the balls, and up the shaft?
Yeah.
Would you do that?
To you?
Sure. Not now.
If you were single.
Today would be a bad day to do that to me.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Troy has a question.
Yes, Troy.
Can you have an orgasm?
Can I have an orgasm?
Yeah, have you had one?
Yes.
Okay. There's a lot of girls that can't.
I know.
Yeah.
So maybe I thought that was one of the reasons why
I'm going to tell you guys something.
Psychological aversion.
From my experience, an orgasm is way more mental than you could ever imagine.
Of course.
I could think myself into an orgasm
for women.
At this point.
Prove it.
No. Like Meg Ryan? No, I'm not going to pull that.
What do you have to think of?
Yeah, what do you think about to think yourself into an orgasm?
It's more about like being in the moment.
Yeah, what kind of moment?
No.
Do you like sense?
No, I'm not doing it.
Sounds?
It sounds.
Sounds. What kind of sound?
It's 70s funk in the background. Yeah, like the wow chicka wow wow.
When you want to come, you have to hear something like.
Coming time!
Can I go now?
Sure.
Okay.
Come on.
Bye.
Are you going to go home and look at me in a little bit?
I'm going to go home and not have sex.
When was the last time you had sex?
I can't remember.
Is that true?
For real. I can't tell you.
What is this 29-year-old lesbian doing?
It's been a while.
It's weird. She likes sex, though, right?
Yeah.
Isn't she ever like, God damn.
Don't worry. She's satisfied. She's good.
I don't know about that. I mean.
She likes the chase. How about that?
Yeah, but it's been 2 years. The chase is over.
That's how you keep things saucy and spicy.
You never initiate sex.
Sometimes.
No, you don't.
I'm not going to give you guys what you want.
I don't think she does. No, I'm just curious. That's fine. I don't think you do.
Sometimes, not usually. I'm not an initiator, you know? It's not my style.
You're a big sub. Yeah, she likes to be spanked.
Do you like to be spanked a little bit?
No, I don't like to be spanked.
No?
No.
Have you been spanked?
No.
Hair pull?
I bet you'd like to be spanked a little bit.
Sure, spank me.
Why
not? Whatever you want.
Do you like to be talked dirty to?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
That's important.
I'm
a talker.
It's mental.
Partially, yes.
So it's got to be the right things have to be said. Like, what would you say, do you think?
Oh God! Please don't.
I'm gonna get down there.
He's good at it.
I'm gonna get down there and treat that cooter like $1 million.
You said cooter. It's done.
It's hot, right?
No picture. No makeup on. I'm leaving.
You look great. You look great.
No, I look horrible.
No, you look great.
Let me go home.
He wants to treat that cooter like $1 million.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down there. Yeah, and I'm going to
slobber all over that thing.
Yeah, I'm going to flick that little band in the boat until there's water all over the place.
I'm coming.
Oh yeah,
Fireworks.
I think I'm getting wet.
You should have started a 900 line. Make bundles.
I've done that.
Have you really?
Right?
Yeah, I'm going to spank you. You've been very bad. Sometimes I wouldn't do the sexiest.
That voice sounds terrible.
You've been very, very bad, young lady.
Are you Batman? Are you Christian Bale?
It's actually working. It's been piquing my interest. Yeah,
you've been so bad.
What did I do?
We left a log in the bowl.
Yeah, I did.
You left a big log in the bowl.
Yeah, I did.
Broken out.
You know who was
broken out.
You know who spent some time in the late '90s when he was out of work as a phone sex operator?
Who?
I think I heard the American Dream Dusty Rhodes did.
Oh, I'm going to get down there and make your cooter feel so good because your cooter going through hard times. No one licking it. There's hard times down there. No one kissing it.
That's right. I remember. I was right.
You guys are true national treasures. Just want to let you know that.
Everybody sits there and they go, geez, Jim Norton and Sam Roberts, that show comes on at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
What do I listen to at 7 o'clock in the morning?
You listen to me.
I've got some advice. Wake Up with Taylor over on Stars. What's that, channel 109?
Channel 109.
We're on channel 103 on Sirius and XM.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Right, so skip up a few stations, listen to Taylor in the morning.
7 a.m. Yeah, listen to me 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then come over here.
And then you can also listen to Taylor on demand.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so
she talks all about her lesbian exploits on the air.
Yeah, all of it. As you can tell, I'm very forthcoming with all the details.
Do you think you're going to have sex after the barbecue?
Oh, gross. Definitely not.
You can be in a hotel. You're traveling?
Maybe. I'll throw her a bone.
Maybe you will.
That's right. Throw her a bone.
Yeah, you know.
You're both going to sticky barbecue. Yeah, I'm going to get down there and really fish around in there. Make you have some fluid on your stockings.
That's so sexy.
Yeah. Get down there with some barbecue sauce on my fingers. Take it off.
Do you ever go to the barbecues together and the guys go oh, what can I fix for you? And you'll be like, we'll have anything as long as it's not tube steak. And you'll just elbow each other.
All the time. Lesbian jokes nonstop. Yes.
Lesbian jokes.
Nonstop.
Yeah. That's fun.
You know how we are.
That's fun.
And then we go play softball together.
You do, right?
Yes.
Or field hockey?
I had no idea.
I bet you did.
Hey, look, good. It's good you're happy.
Yeah, thank you.
Fuck the ex. It's good.
Yeah, right? That's all that matters.
She's much happier now than she was. I'm happy for Taylor.
Thank you, Sam. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, it's been real. Thank you.
Sure.
And have a good show.
All right.
We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to try not to shit.
Yeah.
I bet you will.
I hope so. Bye.
We'll be right back. Jim is sleepy. You need to get a little rest. Jim is over by the couch. He was sleeping for the whole commercial break. And then Troy, you'll turn his mic on over there. Aww, little Jim. All right, we're gonna give you some headphones too. Don't you? We're gonna take care of you, little Jimmy. We're gonna take care of you. He doesn't want the headphones. His stomach don't feel too good. Did you take the Dayquil? You got couch mic? I think it's maybe 7 or 8.
How's that?
Yeah, it's great.
How's my audio?
It's really good.
Yeah, I dozed off, man. I'm really
not well.
No, I feel like that sharp pain in the stomach. When you got something.
Yeah.
I'm texting the guy. I wish they could tape me tomorrow. I'll do it if they have to today, but
yeah, because you can't skip the show tomorrow either.
No.
We got guests in tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to call out.
No, you can't.
If I had to, but I just don't like calling out.
Right.
I try not to do that ever.
You didn't shit during the commercial break, though.
No, I was going to go before, but I was too tired, man. And I'm like, I canceled my workout. I can't do it.
So you're going to try, but you're still going to try to podcast today? You got to go home and sleep. Just go home and sleep everything off.
Let me see.
That's the trick to these things. Rest. You got to fight these colds. You can't just try to ignore them. You got to fight them. Fluids, sleep, That's what you got to do. Isn't that right, Troy?
That's right.
That's right. Well, you said hold on for. Who are we texting?
I'm asking the documentary people
if they can please, if they would ever be so kind as to fuck off.
No, they're nice people. I will do it if I have to.
Right.
But I don't get sick that often, and I just want to lay down, man. My stomach is killing me.
You can lay down on the couch.
I got a job to do.
You can lay down.
No.
Well, he should lay down, shouldn't he? You can lay down.
No, laying down won't do anything here.
I mean, yeah, lay down. Yeah, you do a good job.
I won't be able to sleep anyway, dude.
Yeah, but at least it'll be a load off. You know what I mean? Rest is important, too. Sometimes when you can't sleep, just laying and resting still does mean something.
I got workers coming today.
What kind of workers? Cancel them.
No, I can't.
What kind of work do you need done?
They're just helping me with something.
What is it?
Today, a mirror and a sconce.
The mirror! Well, yeah, you don't need your sconce done today. Today?
I may have to eat some saltines. Those are good when your stomach doesn't feel good because they don't get you all fucked up.
Can we either find Jim some saltines, or if we can't, Troy, will you just bust a salty load in his mouth?
Oh,
thank you.
God, that'd be so awful.
Yeah, wouldn't it? If you had a mouthful of splooge right now, that wouldn't be good.
Oh.
Oh, Jimmy's not feeling well.
They're going to come tomorrow.
Good. All right. So we got the sconce workers out. Oh, wait. Who's going to come tomorrow? The sconce workers?
Documentary people.
Okay. Now, do we have to cancel Matt, Sarah, and any of the guests for the podcast?
I may have to cancel the podcast.
We have to cancel the podcast today. You got to do what we got to do. When does it come out? It doesn't come out today, right?
No, but they got to tape it. They have, the card was so good. They have, I think we have Stipe Miocic calling in. I hate to leave Matt high and dry.
But you know what? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You would do the same for Matt.
Yeah, I did when he had this.
See?
He gave us a few hours notice.
Let's text Matt. Let's text Matt now. Give him the notice. I know you don't like to do it, but I'm telling you to. Let's text Matt and tell him you're not going to be able to make the podcast.
You may have to get a co-host
Don't
for
say
Matt
may.
Today.
Don't say may.
I am really sick.
Of it. Don't say... You may have to get a co-host for Matt today. I am really sick of it. No, don't say may.
Oh.
You got to do it. Okay, so we got Matt out of the way. We got the documentary people out of the way. We got it. Now get the sconce guys out. The sconce guys can't come over today. They just can't.
Because I'll be in bed. I won't be helping them.
But who wants people in your house when you're trying to get better? How are you going to be able to rest knowing that sconce guys are there?
I don't care about that.
What's a sconce?
Sconce is something like, it's a light.
It's a light?
Yeah, it goes like on the wall.
So okay, I think I know what a sconce is. So he's going to install some sconces and some mirrors?
The mirror's already up.
So what does he got to do?
Just the sconce and something else.
What's the other thing?
I don't even know.
Well, then cancel it. I've been in your apartment. The place looks fine. Travis, you don't like workers in your home when you're trying to rest, do you?
No. Plus, what if they have a question? They gotta go into your bedroom while you're lying nude?
Yeah, Mr. Norton, they told me this is where you wanted the sconce. It doesn't make sense to me. Are you sure this is what you want?
No, I'm sorry. I apologize for being very ineffective today. I just feel terrible.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I mean, I would say that your effectiveness has certainly dwindled as the show has gone on. But I couldn't say all day you've been ineffective. No, you gotta, the sconce guys can't come.
I don't know, maybe.
You know what?
We got Ricky tomorrow, too, so I want to be here for Ricky.
You gotta be, that's what I'm saying.
And I want to see him on Sunday. Gervais is doing a gig Sunday. I'm actually going to go to that.
Oh, is Sunday the Garden?
I think so.
I'm going to that too.
Are you?
Yeah.
I may have to bring a young lady friend.
Who?
I don't have anyone. Someone who doesn't mind a shitty boy. Oh my God. But people are just babies when they're sick. I just want to get some ginger ale.
Yeah, get some ginger ale.
What should I take though? I don't want to take Pepto because when you don't shit, it's not good for you.
I don't think you need to take anything. I don't take medicines and stuff, but I'd say go to the store.
I'll ask Dr. Steve.
There's a store right by your place, right? Get some saltines, get some ginger ale, maybe make yourself a couple slices of dry toast, and get some nourishment in your body. It's important that you have nourishment because if you're not intaking some cals, you're not going to be able to rest up properly. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen... Twitter's been a little bit on fire today.
Are they?
A little bit, yeah. They've been good.
They've been good?
Fluids too, Jimbo.
Yeah.
You gotta drink fluid. You know what you get? Get yourself some Gatorade. Now is the time not to worry about your diet or calories or whatever. You get Gatorade because you know what it has?
Electrolytes.
That's correct, Jim.
Water's better.
Water sucks.
Water doesn't suck.
Gatorade. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. You don't need water. You need Gatorade. H2O. You know what you could try? You could try a banana. Because a banana has potassium.
Yeah, but eat it.
And it will also help you with some of the things that go on in your social life that you'll be missing because you're sick.
No, the banana.
Yeah, you can't
block you up. I don't feel sick, like vomit sick, thank God.
You can't intake the banana rectally, unfortunately.
I couldn't intake anything rectally. Believe me, I'm a downer.
Oh.
Oh God, acupressure. Can people stop with that shit?
Acupressure. No, you don't need that.
People try that for everything. Yeah, my fucking friend got his fucking hand crushed under a jack. You try acupuncture. Shut up. Fucking no.
So yes, you got to go to the store.
I feel like I've been getting fat too.
It has been noticeable, but don't worry about that. Go to the store. Go to the store. Get ginger ale.
God.
Get saltines and get Gatorade. That's what you need. Ginger ale, saltines, and Gatorade. And then you get in your bed. Maybe bring your iPad with you so you can watch something.
No, but the problem is if I sleep all day, I won't sleep tonight. Then again, I'm not going to sleep tonight anyway.
Yeah, you got to get better.
Let the workers tuck you in.
Yes, let the workers tuck you in.
I don't want the workers to tuck me in.
Let them know. Could you guys please tuck me in? I'm nude under my sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's what you
Finish
do.
the mirror and then just a little tucky.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you guys are done with the...
I remember one time I had a worker over.
Yeah.
And a girl was in my neighborhood and she stopped over and she sat on my face and spit on me in my bedroom while he was in the other room.
You didn't care?
No.
So go home, get Gatorade, ginger ale, saltines. Go upstairs, strip nude, get under the covers, get your iPad because you don't have a TV in your room, and retire for the day.
I guess so, man.
That's the way. You got to fight these things.
I hate doing that. I got sets tonight.
Don't worry about it. First of all, the comedy isn't going well right now anyway. So.
I got the cellar tomorrow for an hour. They could shoot me there maybe.
Yeah, shoot tomorrow at the. Hopefully they will shoot you at the cellar tomorrow.
But I keep feeling like I have to fart.
Don't do it.
I woke up, I was farting. It was so bad. I couldn't wait to get here.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet he'll have brown splotches on his white sheets today? Yeah, he definitely will, right?
What if he examined his underwear?
No, I'm pretty. Oh boy.
What are we thinking?
I may have to run upstairs.
You need me to close this one out? It's only a couple minutes. It's no problem if I need to close this one out.
You may have to.
I mean, it's almost poetic to end this way.
No, that ain't gonna work.
So I try.
No.
You better go, Jim.
Joyce, go ahead, try it.
I'm going home in a minute.
He did.
I know, but I don't want shit in my pants.
He did a little toot.
You want to take an Uber?
No, toot. I lifted my hip, and I felt like a water balloon moved in my stomach.
So fart a little bit.
No.
Just to
It
see.
won't fart.
How are you getting home?
What's Travis?
How are you getting home?
How am I getting home? I'm probably going to take the subway.
What if the subway stops for a little while in the tunnel and you got to make a poop?
No, because I don't want...
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, but the traffic at 9 a.m. or 11 a.m. will be probably terrible.
What if you got a subway poop?
Oh, you might have to poop just in the subway just where you're sitting. You just pull your pants down because you don't want... And then you're going to be on World Star.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really sorry.
And they're going to be like, Yo, that's that dude from Netflix.
That's Toast.
Yo, Toast is shitting. Toast is shitting on a subway. Don, come on in, Don. Come on in, Don. This is not good. Things are not good, Don. Things are not good, Don.
Hi, Don. I think I have a bug.
Oh, I heard.
He's got, and things,
So I dozed off during the commercial break, and Sam just said sit here because he's secretly hoping I shit my pants, which I don't blame him. That would be great.
I'm trying to make him comfortable. He has fessed up to the fact that his effectiveness as a co-host has diminished dramatically from when the show started today to where we're at now.
During the Danny McBride interview, I still felt sick, but we were plowing through the first 90 minutes.
That was okay, yep.
Then I went up to the bathroom, and I took at least 10 minutes, a good 8-9 flusher.
You hear me doing all the live reads today?
Oh, yeah, he was very helpful.
Yeah.
And then I came down, and we had Taylor in here, and we heard arguably the unsexiest. I've heard sexier 9/11 stories.
I wish that was the someone shit their pants alarm.
Bakers, man. Everybody just got your attention. His Highness speaking. We got 1 more minute left. We're just about out of racetrack. So you got one last thing to say and make it fucking quick. Jim and Sam show. Check it out.
Check it out. It's ending.
Well, the important thing to remember is we will be here tomorrow with Ricky Gervais.
Yes.
And I'm sure I'll be fine by tomorrow.
What are we going to get at the store?
I'm going to get some medicine.
No, you don't need. I just told you.
Check out the Chip Chipperson podcast. The Mother's Day special was very funny with Sam and Anthony and Travis.
Saltines. Gatorade.
I'm going to have to hit the restroom. I canceled the gym. I canceled the documentary for
and
today.
The podcast you canceled.
I canceled the UFC podcast.
And tell the seller you will not be there tonight.
I'm going to have to.
Tell them.
Get some
I apologize.
Pedialyte, too.
I just don't feel good.
Pedialyte.
Yeah. Get some.
Yay!
That's right.
Yeah, you probably have some
That's what my nickname was.
There's some left over.
No, that's what you use and when it's dark out.
All right. We're going to call it a show.
You heard what I said.
I heard what you said. And we will see you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Danny McBride, too.
If Jim's not back, it's because he hasn't heeded any of my advice.
I'll be here.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, my God. It's over.
This has been Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.